This shirt is bothering me.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 65th session of the Devouring Dark. Last time, lots of stuff happened. A giant was felled. Uh, Actually, this was the second giant that was felled. And the group was reunited with an old character, being Edo-san, and the group went back to rest. Well, first, technically, the order of operations is that the group went back to rest and then Edo-san found their encampment following the large vaati that were taking them to their camp. They weren't exactly being subtle, so he easily followed you guys back to your camp. And he reunited with an old companion, met some new companions, perhaps a new best friend. Who knows? We'll see how that goes. And the group, along with the now newly converted vaati, decided to start heading to the main temple, sort of. It's more of a palace type area. And they went there and released some prisoners, um, although they encountered a very hostile shadow creature that managed to fell one of them in one turn. So that didn't go very well. But they managed to get him back into fighting shape, and this other creature, known as a Yuan-Ti, was very hostile, even once converted, and he begrudgingly joined once he realized that the situation wasn't exactly as he probably could have foreseen, and decided to help out the group. There is also a few Ifriti that decided to join, that were prisoners, and they're sort of, I didn't really get into that last time, but they're sort of trying to get the orb to work, which is what you guys discussed them trying to do. So that's what they're trying to do. However, the rest of you saw this other vaati rush into another room and close the door, seemingly afraid. And he blocked the door. You guys managed to relatively quickly, with the size of the debris that was blocking the door, you managed to quickly remove that debris from the door and get through. However, it seems as though something else is happening. As you guys burst through the door, two of you attempt to immediately just attack this shadow-covered creature. However, it seems as though his mind is being controlled by the higher up, whatever it is, this entity that can take over shadow creatures' being, and sort of its signature is this weird crescent moon smile that appears on the face that glows with a bright white aura. Um, Whenever it appears on a creature, that is what happens to it. And it spoke and jumped out of the window that it opened and came flying back up on the back of a very large dragon. And that is where we left off. So, now, as I said, sorry, excuse me, there is a map this time, and you can ask what any of these things are, because most of it is obvious. Before we actually start the fight, however, we do have our initiative already done. But if you want to ask what any of these objects are that are very haphazardly put together, on my part anyway, You can ask, like, why am I in this position? Or why is this thing there? And what even is this thing? So, any questions about what's on the map, go ahead, because your characters have seen this room.
I accidentally added a second icon. Did you get rid of it?
Yeah, I got rid of it.
Perfect, thank you.
Alright. So
we don't see the enemy, or
you do not. Well, technically, he's not on the map.
yeah.
He is directly. Oh, sorry, I just highlighted half the chat. There we go. He is. I don't know if you can see that ping if you're not zoomed out far enough.
I'm not.
It's up
I
at
see
the
it.
top of the map, where this blue stuff, I'll call it for now, is.
Water?
I'll describe that to you in a moment. This is one of the only things I'm not going to describe due to the fact that it's an event that's going to happen as soon as the fight starts. So, everything else is as it should be.
So, black lines.
That is indicating deep indented grooves, though it on a floor for a giant, it's insignificant damage. But it seems as though this, which is a large box with 4 boxes within it, is how you guys can see it.
Maybe
That
it's
is
a gigantic mimic chest.
Well, it is gigantic. It is a table. And these squares here and the other 3 are the table legs. And these black lines seem to be drag marks, which are very small indentations for the size of this giant, but you could probably take cover in one of those indents along the lines there.
Okay, then, well, question. The orange block there.
That orange block is debris from the table, so a cup or a book or anything of that nature. It's basically more obstacles that you can choose to hide behind if you wish.
Look, then if I were to do say the orange in the lower right, that would be a closet or something in that direction.
That is a nightstand, which has four very close legs, close together legs, and the top of it has like a drawer, but that's like 15 feet up.
Anyone else want to ask what certain stuff is?
So, okay, the blue rectangle is the window, right? The small blue rectangle?
Yeah, up in the upper left, that rectangle is another window on the other side of the room.
Okay. No wonder we didn't hit him when he ran away.
Yeah. This over here is a window, but he was in this window over here. Okay. And you were about 60 feet away, Tabaki.
Yeah.
And Explo was attempting to throw a bomb about, even though his range is like 20 or something like that. He was trying to throw...
It's 60.
He's trying to throw a bomb about maybe about 100 feet. So it didn't land close enough to deal any damage to the large vaati creature.
If you believe in something hard enough, it will happen.
He threw it maybe 10 feet in front of, but to the side of Tabaki. It landed, unfortunately. Anything else? Any other questions about what's on this map?
Not for me.
All right. Anybody else?
Well, maybe just one large orange blob.
All right, that is it looks kind of like a wardrobe or a boudoir. that sort of thing. It's sort of like a closet that has 2 doors that open, and inside would be clothes or that sort of thing.
Okay. Well, all I needed to know.
Alright, everybody else good?
I think I am.
Alright. Now, so since this technically already happened, I'm gonna throw some stuff on this map, which may take me a minute. So if you guys have any stratagems that you want to devise based on your placement on the map, you can attempt to do so. However, it's gonna be 2 of you are severely separated from the rest of the group. So you can
Can I do like an investigation check or
you can do that on your turn. But yes.
so I don't know if there is any enemies in the room yet.
To be fair, you kind of rushed forward.
Yes, we did.
Can I go back and scoop up my spell slots?
Can I go back in? Can I go back in time?
Unfortunately, no. Okay.
Time is a fickle thing, and it mostly flows one way. Most of the time.
Okay, I'm just gonna make sure that he is not obtusely large compared to what he's supposed to be.
I have a
1,
bad
2,
feeling about this.
3, 4. And he might be a little misshapen based on the size of his token. But that's okay. You get the point.
I get that point.
I get the point. He's way bigger than us, and he's gonna kill us.
You don't know
Yeah,
that.
this is not his height. This is just his width and length on the battlefield. His height is a lot bigger. However, there is another enemy that you guys have to contend with. So, who takes up slightly more squares?
Just slightly.
Okay, let's wait for this to get on there.
Oh my god.
Yes, this is not his actual size yet. This is just me
I
throwing the
fucking
image.
knew it.
That is one big lizard.
Yeah,
It was the best image I could find of a long-necked dragon.
Covered in shadow.
There we go. He takes up this many squares. And technically, I might have a trouble like aligning their icons, but you get the point. He's supposed to be on the dragon, so I'm just gonna be moving them at the same time.
Yeah.
So he smashes in the window by forcing the dragon forward to fly into the space that's smaller than it is, and smashes the window, which is what these things are. These blue things are shards of glass, large shards of glass, like taller than you, so you can hide behind them. However, the blue area that is indicated by this large circular area, if you enter that area, you must make a dexterity save. And if you fail, you will step on shards of glass that will cause damage to you. So, you have to be very careful while walking in that area. So, yes, this token is underneath the other tokens, so I can't put him on top of the other tokens.
Note to self, don't walk in that area.
But it may be strategically good to hide behind some of these glass, so it might be good to try to take the risk depending on your strategy. They burst into the room.
My character will drag my face across the glass.
It doesn't hurt, guys. It just looks like it hurts.
Okay, so they are in the room there, and I need to roll an initiative for the dragon because that's when he's going to be moving. So
Kinda important.
I forgot to roll that ahead of time while you guys were already done. Okay,
Bickering
so
amongst each other.
its dex is 0, so
What? A 0-dex dragon?
yeah.
Modifier, right?
Yeah, 0 modifier.
Yeah, still it's a bit amazing.
Okay, so I'm gonna put on the initiative order the dragon as the enemy turn. So that is 9. Okay. I'm gonna need to put that in the proper order, and that is the last thing. It didn't get to attack as it came into the room. It just sort of smashed the glass, and that was the last thing that it managed to do before technically the initiative started. So it is Edo-san's turn. Any of those spaces it's in technically counts as a space that it is occupying.
Oh.
So if you're in melee range with that, then it counts as you being in melee range with the dragon. So it also counts for when you're using ranged weapons. You can hit it as long as you can reach with your range one of those squares it's occupying.
Let's see. Because my gun has an insane reach.
This guy takes up that many squares, and just because I can't put them in the same spot without making it confusing, because I for some reason can't put him on a higher layer than the dragon. He takes up the top squares that constitute his little square here. So if you click on his token, you should be able to see what squares he takes up. So he encompasses the top right squares of the dragon. So if you want to aim at him, you have to be able to hit those squares on the dragon.
Yeah, I can easily reach the dragon.
Alright, it's your turn, so what do you want to do?
I
One
say
shot the
to
dragon,
it.
please.
What?
He
One
said
shot the
worship
dragon,
the
please.
dragon.
No, one shot.
Oh, one shot. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be good if that were possible.
Clink clink. Does 27 hit?
Yeah.
Oh boy, this is one of my stronger attacks.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
32 plus 5.
Okay.
Jeez.
Luckily for you, it does not have any resistances to the damage you're dealing out.
So it's thunder and necrotic.
Yes, it doesn't have resistance to any of those damage types. So.
They quickly hide behind the rocks.
And as you can see, as you dart behind the rocks, you see Tabaki's undead soldiers attempting to move the rock further because that was their last order that they were given was to move the rock. So they're in a little indent, which is the hole that you guys burned into it with acid, and they're attempting to push the rock even further than what they managed to already.
Okay, so I'm basically gonna sit there and reload my weapon and then be ready for the next turn. So, Lily.
Alright, it is Lily's turn.
Cool. Lily's been plotting.
You're super far away.
Yeah, I know. Lily's been plotting and she has no idea what to do. I'm going...
If you're really stuck, you can ask your companions for input. That's always an option.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Does anybody need healing?
No.
Yeah,
I'm quite hurt. I'm missing like 6 health.
But I mean, if you can take its attention, I can do something. I just need to concentrate on my spells.
Maybe you can hide inside a big cup and do it from there.
It is possible. Those objects, I haven't determined the nature of each one of them. So if you want one of them to be a specific object, it can easily be that.
A huge cannon that can kill a dragon.
Well,
Dragon's
you're an
Slayer
art
sword.
advisor. Be creative.
To be fair, objects that you would find on a table in someone's house.
Yeah, but maybe it's
Right,
like
like books.
for the giant, like a little toy. But for us, it's actually quite a powerful weapon.
Do you want me to distract it, or what would be a good option?
Well, if I would probably get in melee because I mean you're a melee fighter.
Giant-sized dragon slayer butter knife. Yes.
Wait, get it in melee position?
Yeah.
So get up close and personal. Start smashing face.
This is a dumb idea, and I'll do it.
Don't worry, I also have healing. The explosive has healing.
Yes, technically you have a lot of healing that is possible to be had.
I used 30 of it on Explo.
Yes, but other
What?
characters have healing as well.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay.
I don't need healing.
Alright, so what do you want to do? You are currently standing next to the door because your companions rush forward as you were just sort of like, oh!
I guess I'll move.
Alright, you move. And
I will dash, and I will yell at it. Look at me! Look at me! Look at me! Look at me!
alright,
Your dragon face is gonna be a belt.
That's a lot of
multiple,
belts.
I would assume. However, I'll get you to make a persuasion. Roll a persuasion. And if you get high enough, I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
That is
From
more
its-
than high enough.
Perfect.
From its perspective, you are but a squeaking mouse in front of it, and it doesn't pay any more attention to you than it does to the rest of your companions.
Oh, not to the guy that just did 37 damage to it. That just ducked behind the rock.
Yes, well, it's taking that into account. Did you attack? By the way, did you attack the dragon or the giant?
The dragon, yes.
Just wanted to make sure I did that correctly. Okay. Yeah, it still has. It took damage, of course, and it sort of reacted slightly to it, but it's still mice that have spears from its perspective.
Spears.
Well, if mice had spears and were trying to attack you in real life, you would you would probably be amazed, but also not very afraid.
Yeah, my spear is very, very painful, apparently.
You're calling over 32 damage a toothpick.
Well, if someone threw a toothpick in your eye, it would hurt and cause severe damage to your eyeball.
And retina. And
Yes.
you perhaps might be blind.
Yes. So to be fair, it did hurt a lot, the creature. It just hasn't been able to attack yet or do anything, so it's waiting its turn in the initiative order. So I guess Lily attempted to distract it, however, did not succeed. All right, Tabaki, you're standing right in the thick of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Let's see. I'm gonna move up there, so I'm not in.
Okay.
And I am gonna look over towards that creature, and I'm gonna use my spiritual weapon.
All right.
11
you-
to hit.
You can summon it close enough. However, you sort of, I assume it's your blood-looking spear that you
Yes.
normally use. You sort of swing at it, and it sort of just slightly moves out of the way, like again a person moving out of the way of a pawing of a mouse. It just seems like you feel insignificant compared to it.
Can I have my 11 initiative, or do I have to stick with the 3?
For some reason you have 2.
Yeah, because I forgot to click my.
That's okay.
Picture.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you can click your own number and edit it.
Can
which one did you roll first?
11.
Yeah,
Then you
11
get
you
to
rolled
keep that.
first. Yeah, click. Oh,
I
okay,
just
click your
got rid of
token. Okay, click your token, roll it, and then if it's higher or lower, then just click the number you get. I will show it with my number currently. As you can see, I'm now 23, but now it's a 2.
It's a 2.
Okay. Yes, he can edit his own number.
That
Which
We all
if
can.
I,
way
if
too
I
much.
wasn't paying attention, he could try to switch his initiative order. But
But
I
I'm the
am
honest
paying
guy.
attention. I am paying attention, so he is not going to do that.
Did I do the thing?
Yes, you have a 17.
No, I'm supposed to have 11.
Okay, click the number, change to 11, then press enter.
Yeah, click the 17.
Hold it there.
There we go. I'm
Now
a
he has
genius.
2 11s. So what I'm gonna do is just get rid of the one of them. There. Okay,
What?
so it is still Tavaki's turn. Because
Yeah,
technically
He's not
summoning.
on the turn order at all now.
Yes, he is.
Not
I
for
yeah?
us.
He's next.
Okay. I can
Sure.
see it.
Yeah, okay. Oh, you probably have a monkey in there, but whatever.
Yeah.
I will just tell the dragon that soon enough all of its corrupted blood will be drained away, and I will take the dodge action.
Fair enough. Let's see how this goes. Alright, Explo.
Okay.
You see the threats in front of you.
How can you see how far stuff is?
Oh,
You click the ruler button.
yeah, there's an in 90-degree change Q.
What?
90 degrees changed Q, so it's 90 degrees turned upwards.
I kind of want to run towards the thingy.
It looks like someone's fooling around with a ruler, so
He is. It's not me.
it should be on the left, and there's a little thing that looks like a circle with a weird increment thing on it.
That's why I said a turn
Oh, there we
Q.
go. There we go. I'm a genius.
There you go.
I'm speed 25, so I'm gonna run towards this thing, whatever that is,
You have a maximum running distance,
of 25.
so double that is 50.
Yeah, well, if he spends his action. Only if he
Yeah,
wants to do
he'd
that.
have to spend his action to do that.
I'm gonna spend my action. I don't want to get one-shotted again.
Alright, so you got 50 if you spend your action.
Yeah.
Yes,
get it?
if you stand on a square that contains a black line, you can hide in it. Or
Ooh,
attempt to, at least.
nice. Well, I run to the black line and I try to hide in it, I guess.
Alright, fair enough.
At the inner dwarf in you, loose. Or gnome, or whatever you are.
I'm a gnome.
Okay, gnome.
Yes, he is a gnome.
He's a tiny person.
Alright, what I'm gonna
There we
get you
go.
to do is roll a stealth check.
Oh, that's gonna be easy. Because I'm really good at stealth.
Because as soon as you step in a square with a black line, you get to roll a stealth.
24.
That's actually really good. So he would have to roll a 24 or higher to see you. Which is decent.
He only has a plus 18, so it's fine.
Yeah, and his blind side and such.
Yeah.
You don't know its abilities, to be fair. It could have anything.
Yeah, it's gonna have higher.
fair.
That's true.
It could just have true sight and be able to see through the floor or something weird
Yeah.
like that.
Anything is possible.
So you are hidden for 24. Do you have a bonus action you wish to use?
I do not have a bonus action.
Fair enough. So next turn. Looks like... Oh, I forgot to put the Yuan-Ti in. I forgot about him too!
You could probably just go at 1 or something, or 0.
I could do that, or I could roll and see if he goes first or second after the dragon.
Or not at all, because the dragon murdered him.
That is very possible. He has a +2. So let's see what happens. Alright, he gets to go first. So he gets slotted in between X-Flow and the enemy. Which I'm just going to put as 10. Since I forgot him.
Who's that again?
The Yuan-Ti.
That's the snake guy, right?
Yeah,
that's the snake person.
Okay. Still not in the right place yet. There we go. Now just put 10 on him. There. Okay, perfect. So, it is his turn now. And he gets to roll 3 times like he did last time. However, he is nowhere near close enough to do anything. So what's his strategy gonna be? Let's grab that ruler. Okay. Yeah, he can get behind this table leg.
Or he could get behind this one.
I think he'd rather be closer.
Okay, there you go.
So he gets to move up there.
Fee, fi, fo, fum.
Yes, this is the exact type of situation that you are currently in.
I smell the blood of gnomes and halflings.
And other various things that...
Other various humanoids.
Yeah, it's not quite as catchy as Englishmen.
No.
Either way, it is now both of their turns. As he moves. What is his movement? Oh, goodness me. He can move 80 feet.
Oh boy.
What?
So...
Dragon,
He's
what do you
flying.
expect?
He's a dragon, and most dragons can move pretty far. However, he is going to move there. And remember, if he won't see you unless if he rolls a perception to see you. So, just gonna move that.
But don't reveal yourself.
As long as you don't reveal yourself, which means you don't attack or anything, then he doesn't see you currently. You are within melee range of him.
I've noticed.
How did Goroth get here?
Yeah, I'm just using it as my spiritual weapon.
Oh, okay. I was like, how did he get here?
I thought he was a bad guy.
No. I'm supposed to say he's not supposed to be here yet. That's what I'm supposed to say. Okay, they move there. Which means technically they're 10 feet above the floor, so he's not in melee range because he flew over you, so you didn't get an attack of opportunity as he flew past you. What he is going to attempt to do, I might have to go get my mouse while you guys are attempting to take your turns because my touchpad is being finicky again.
It's being finicky.
However, let's see its range on its attacks. Okay, so each creature that enters within 120 feet of it. So since this is technically its first turn, everybody in the room,
Wisdom saves.
Yeah.
Isn't it
Wisdom save.
if I can see
What?
it or?
Yes, no, actually,
As long as you're within range, I think.
as long as you're within range and you know it's there.
You can hear it, you can smell it, whatever.
Yes. So, because the exact wording is aware of its presence.
Oh, no. I'm gonna use a luck point. I feel
I'm not
very
advised.
lucky.
Let's see how hard I fail.
I feel very lucky today. Oh, thank God.
Yes!
Alright. We just need one from Lily.
Cool.
The
Sorry.
undead creatures aren't aware of its presence.
Oh yeah, I would have moved them if that's possible.
Sorry.
You could have yelled an order to them, so yes, you could have moved them. But as long as they're hiding behind the rock, they wouldn't be aware of its presence and wouldn't need to make wisdom saves.
And wouldn't the undead creatures not be affected because they are not
Are
frightened?
they
or
immune?
something?
If it says that the undead that he raises are immune to fear, then
It
yes, they
doesn't
would be.
say that they are immune to fear. So.
I don't think anybody fails this one.
Okay, so the only person left is the Yuan T.
And he's gonna
Oops,
Do you
fail
want me to
Wait,
make
do it.
wisdom saves for them?
Do you have stats for a Yuan T in front of you? If
No.
you want to,
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da.
if
I was talking
anybody
about
wants to
that.
control the Yuan T, they can. However, they have to follow my orders when they go to attack and everything.
What kind of Yuanti is it?
It's the one with the snake head, and that's it, which is called a Maelson.
Yeah, Millicent, there are 5 types of it, but those have a wisdom modifier of +1.
Yes.
That's about it.
Okay, wisdom modifier +1. Got it. That's what I'm gonna be rolling. Alright, he does not succeed.
Should I roll for my undead?
Unless it says they're immune to fear. What
I
is the
don't think so.
regular undead that you can raise? What are they classified as? Because I can look them up for you.
Just check zombie. Because they're
Zombie?
normally zombies and skeletons, and they don't.
Okay. I'll look at
Yeah, they
zombie.
can be scared.
Zombie.
What?
Yeah, you can scare zombies.
They have
Well,
a
one of
-2
them.
in wisdom.
You can
No,
scare one
mine
of
have
them.
-1.
Yeah, they aren't immune to fear. So.
No, they're not. So, but they have the -2.
No, these ones have -1.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So I'm gonna take them in the order that they appear in this little conga line that you put them in. So the 19 is the top one, the 0 is the middle one, and the last one is the 18.
Yeah.
So, but luckily, I think this only happens once, and once you
And you're
succeed-
immune, so a lot of us are immune. It's fair now.
Yeah, everyone except for the Yuanti and that one undead are currently immune to its fear.
He really doesn't want to die again.
Not again.
I mean, they are automatons, but they do attempt to remain animate, let's say. So, once they realize that something is too dangerous, then they can attempt to flee. So, everyone is immune to it. Because you guys,
Is immune to what?
you guys are immune to its fearful presence.
Yes.
So,
Ooh.
it moved, and that happened. It's still not done yet. Okay, so its range. Let's see. Okay, great. It has a wonderful range of 90 feet.
Ooh.
We're gonna have a bad time.
Okay, this is what he's aiming for. So he's going to hit the rock. Because that's what he wants to hit. So he shoots the rock. Actually, I forgot he doesn't have that ability. Okay, so that's what he's going to do instead. Instead, he is going to use his breath weapon, which is a vacuum-like. Ben should be familiar with this because he's encountered this type of creature once before as a player. So it is a cone. Is there a button that allows me to create a cone? So that way I can.
No. But how long is the cone?
Cone is. I'll just double check another thing.
Then I can make an artificial one with my cursor. Well, ruler.
Alright, the cone. Yeah, it looks like it's 90 feet.
Okay, 90 feet.
Okay,
Wait,
wonderful.
There. Yeah.
You have to go exactly.
The center of the cone. Oh, I selected the wrong thing. The center of the cone is here.
Okay, so a bit further.
Ha. Jerk.
Yeah, something like this then.
Okay.
Like...
Wonderful. So the only person who is affected by this is Lily. However, this rock gets pulled. I'm going to say the table is too far out of the range. So that little table is not going to get pulled. But this rock and Lily, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh. Couldn't it be a charisma one?
No.
Pretty please.
Fortunately, getting pulled by air is not charisma.
19.
However, you manage to. The air starts sucking you towards it, and you manage to grab on the side of one of these obtusely large floor tiles, and you get your feet are up in the air. However, you're just sort of like gripping to the floor as it sucks in violently. However, this leads to a very interesting situation.
I'm saved!
It is attempting to pull this rock.
No!
So the rock is getting pulled towards you.
No, not the rock.
Alright.
Please tell me he's just gonna go, I find a rock I like, and then leave.
Alright, I need to be able to select it, so I need to zoom in more. Whoa, that's too far. I could see the pixels on someone's picture for a second.
Oh
It's a little
my.
too far.
Ooh. You went
So
too
can
deep.
Can I let the cone disappear?
Yes. Because all I needed it for was to see what was in range. Oh my god. After this turn, I'm gonna get my mouse. Okay, it pulls it. Actually, I'm gonna roll
Eek.
a dice to determine if it hits you or not. Okay. If it rolls far enough to hit you.
Just to let you guys know, I found a way. You are now currently live on Twitch.
Hello, Twitch.
Yes, hello.
I guess I'm just stupid.
I'm just trying to pull this line here to. Come on.
Wait, let me just move myself. Perhaps it helps a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get my mouse. But either way, that line is supposed to be showing the concave little area where the hole is. That you can technically go under, but it technically has a roof above it. So he pulled that rock that close. And luckily, since I rolled high, it's in your favor. So, you do not get hit by the rock. It only pulls that far. However, this now reveals Adosan,
Eek.
which is something it was trying to do. So, it is now the giant's turn, and he is going to reach out his hand, reminiscent of the pitcher that he is. And he is going to summon a lightning bolt. Alright. It is 5 feet wide, and he is going to attempt to hit specifically you.
That's not nice.
Well, you made such a big deal of how powerful you are, maybe you shouldn't anger the DM. So,
but there are more nicer targets closer by.
he is going to throw that lightning bolt, so you need to make a
Can
dexterity
he
saving throw.
reach? Question is, can that spell reach?
Yes, it can. Because technically it keeps going until it hits something.
What do we need to roll?
Dex.
23!
Alright, you managed to avoid the lightning bolt. However, as a result of how you have to dodge it, you get moved either left or right, so roll a d2.
Yes, roll 1d2. 1.
Alright, you get moved in the area that would be least advantageous, and since there's less rock this way, you get moved 10 feet that way. As the force, the bolt doesn't hit you, but the force just pushes you. You aren't prone because you managed to dodge, luckily. But you had to move because of the force 10 feet. So you are currently there. And who's the next turn? It is Adosan's turn.
Hooray.
So, while you're attempting to roll your dice and stuff, I'm gonna go grab
Rolled
my
it.
dice. I can still hear you because I have
31!
wireless
Again on the
headphones.
dragon. 31
Yes,
on the
31
dragon.
hits.
Not at all.
That's damage. Total is 24.
31, that's just not enough to hit the dragon. I'm sorry.
Nope. Good try.
It's a really admirable try. Close, but no cigar.
So now I am behind the door.
Did you just leave us?
No. I'm just taking cover.
Did you guys hear that? The dragon died.
Yep.
Well, that
Oh,
was
yeah,
much easier than I thought.
I heard all your conspiring, however, none of it worked. So, now that I have my mouse, I can more likely be able to move that little line that is apparently not connected to the rock somehow.
So yeah, I just moved through the hole in the door and then just hide behind the door.
Okay, perfect.
You never
That's a
want
good
to listen
plan.
to a DM say perfect. That's never good.
I mean, that's a good idea. You should have done that earlier.
No, I couldn't move that far. That's the problem.
Okay, so it's 24 is how much damage you
24.
did? Okay, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Beautiful.
Alright, so it is now Lily's turn.
All right. That was some massive stuff that dragon just did.
The dragon, what do you expect of it? Do
All
not
right,
do
I
massive
guess
stuff?
I'm gonna just be stupid. And here we go, kids. Oh, it's not letting me move it. Select mode.
Is it not letting you move your aura? Is that the problem, or just not your character?
Oh, I can barely not reach it. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna reach it. I'm using the dash action, and I don't know. I'm just gonna yell at it. Oh my god! It's the biggest kobold I ever saw.
Ooh. Ballsy move.
Luckily, at the moment, it isn't. You're still squeaking like a mouse, so it's.
Here.
So
That's about all I can do.
that's unfortunate.
Biggest kobold I ever
right?
saw. That's a ballsy move.
While you're staring at its like taint or something.
Jeez. Yeah, I know. I'm tiny. I am very tiny.
So Tabaki's turn. I also forgot to close the door, so whee!
Okay. Well,
Be right
seeing
back,
that
just grab a drink.
my spiritual weapon didn't work, I believe I'm gonna require a lot of blood. So I'm just gonna start carving out on myself, and I'm gonna create a blood portal.
The spell is called Emo.
Yes, I will create a blood portal, and they both have to make charisma saving throws.
Okay, so you're attempting to banish them. Wonderful.
Oh, please. Please
Okay.
fail.
At least he's going for something that is lower.
Do they get sucked into like another plane of existence or just further away?
If they're from this plane of existence, then they get sucked into my blood plane, or
yeah, it's technically
harmless
a
plane.
yeah, it's a
Demi
harmless
plane.
demi-plane. So technically, it has nothing on it, and it just traps them there, so they can't escape.
Yeah, they're trapped there for 1 whole minute.
No, they're trapped there for until they get out. I just have to concentrate from them to make it permanent.
Yeah, he can make it permanent, so they get stuck there forever.
Ooh,
However,
nice.
if they are creatures that can travel planes, then they can still escape eventually. They just get stuck there and have to find a way back. So if there are creatures that can do that, then it just is an inconvenience to them.
Too low charisma saving throws, please.
Hey, so charisma.
2 natural 1, please.
Charisma. Okay.
2 natural 1 coming up.
It's possible. Probable, not as likely. Alright, the dragon has a +4. 16.
That fails. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that fails. Barely.
And that's the dragon?
That's the dragon. However,
and the other creature too. I did it at 5th level.
Okay.
Just to intersect, I will be switching machines.
Ah, you made it.
Alright.
So now we just have to kill the giant. Well, that's something we've done before anyway, so that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, but if he hits me, like, he can bring back the dragon.
Yeah. If he loses concentration, it takes a minute, so he has to last 10 turns against the giant without losing concentration.
Just run away. 5.
So I'm going to copy this, and then click delete. He is gone.
Does he fall down from the gigantic creature? Does he take falling damage?
Oh!
Give me a moment. I didn't realize that taking him off the field would take his turn out of the initiative order. So I'm just going to add the giant onto there. There. Fixed. Perfect. So yes, the giant is technically 10 feet in the air. So when he falls, he takes 1d6 worth of damage. You happy?
Yes.
But what if I throw Legos on the floor before he falls?
Then he will go, ow!
And take 1,000, no?
He'll just do the Peter Griffin joke. That's it. That's all that will happen, unfortunately. All right, he is on the floor.
And then I will.
And technically, he was right here.
I will send my weapon closer to him.
Okay.
Let's see where I can move. I'm moving this way. I'm not in the shards there, right?
As long as you are not inside the circle.
Yeah, okay.
Which only the corner of your picture is, so I'm going to say no.
And that's my turn.
Alright. Explo. It didn't attack you, so
not
you
yet,
succeeded.
but now I really want his attention so he doesn't do anything to the backy. So I'm gonna go over here, big dummy, and chuck my super explosive at him.
Alright, you have
Roll
to
a
draw
D10.
it. You have to draw it, which means you roll a d10.
Please don't explode in my face. Oh, big script.
Is that why your name is Explo?
Yes. It's short for explosive.
I know that. I mean, because they explode in your face?
A 9?
They can explode in his
A
face.
9.
A 9.
Okay, so you pull out a white bomb.
Is it really that white bomb?
Yes.
So it's white power.
Great.
It's kind of shaped like an egg.
What?
Yeah, it's got a fuse and everything, but it's sort of like egg shaped. Like it's
And
bigger
then I-
on the bottom than it is on the top.
Okay, I chuck it at the giant. Try to hit him in the face.
All right. Roll in a proficient ranged attack.
Which is again.
I think it's dexterity and proficiency plus a d20.
What?
Proficiency, dexterity, d20.
Okay, so 4, 1, and d20.
Yeah, so it's d20 plus 5.
I can do math. 1 d20 plus 5. That'll be. Thank you very much. 17.
All right. You hit him. However, when the bomb hits him, it cracks open like an egg, and a chicken comes out that is very afraid. I wasn't actually ready for this, so I need to get a picture of a chicken.
Does the chicken do anything?
Unfortunately, I'm only getting roasted chickens, so I'm just gonna have to use one of those.
No!
Well, if we survive, we know what we can eat.
Hey,
Okay.
if it survives, I
just
have a
give
new
me-
pet.
It is a roasted chicken. Open image in new tab. All right, and it has some nice flatbread and some nice grilled vegetables with it. I think you'll enjoy this one. Okay. Okay. Just give me a second to throw it up there. It takes up a 5-foot square, so it's definitely going to be worth it when I put it on the screen.
If we survive and it survives, I'm gonna call her Nugget.
Okay, here it is.
Oh, poor little chicken.
I typed in chicken into Google, and it was only giving me cooked chickens. That was all that was coming up. It wasn't... like, the first 2 or 3 pages was just cooked chickens. So I just took one. There.
Should I roll the chicken's initiative?
It is not going to be helpful. It is the worst one you could have rolled. It is
But
the
still,
only one that completely does nothing.
It's still the funniest so far.
So you threw this, and there's the chicken. And it is very afraid of this giant that you just put it in front of. So it's just going to stay there for now.
Well, technically, it's not the worst.
Well, technically, he could kill himself, but yes. It's the only one that does nothing other than summon a chicken. So, you threw that, you got its attention. However, it doesn't see what purpose what you just did was supposed to do. And it's not like a chick. It's not like a little yellow chick. It's a fully grown chicken. That just hatched out of an egg for some reason.
Now we know what we have to do if we're starving in the middle of the desert. I'll just have to roll a perfect D9. We'll have food.
Fair enough. However, that wasted your action.
It did. But I still have my movement.
Yes, you do.
I still have my movement.
And again, you did reveal your position.
Yes, I did, but that is actually what I wanted to. But I still kind of wanted to do some damage, but I guess not. I'm gonna move out of the crack and towards Lily.
Okay.
There we go.
And you have done so.
I have done so. And I will now proceed to get one-shotted by giants.
Alright, well, we'll see if that happens. Okay, the Yuan-Ti is here. Nobody fear, he's here. He didn't expect any of this to happen. So, his plan is bamboozled, needless to say. What is the button? Okay, there it is. He can't get anywhere. That's the sucky part. He can't go anywhere. Not worthwhile, anyway.
What is his movement?
Is that frozen in place? Great. That's what I wanted. That's his movement. So he's gonna move there. Because that's all he can do. Yeah, my ruler is frozen for some reason. Let's see if I can... There we go. It's gone. There! So he runs there. And does nothing else because he can't. Because everything he does is melee range.
Oh yeah, the fear went away when the dragon disappeared?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. In that case, he would have moved with them.
Yes, because if it's not there, then they can't be afraid of something that isn't there. To be fair, they can't run away from something that is not there at all. So, yeah, the fear is gone.
Is the giant afraid again?
Technically, they'd have to keep rolling, but they could move wherever they want because the dragon isn't there until it went away. But I'm just going to say it's gone. Yeah, that's what he does. So, giant's turn. There's nobody in his melee range except a chicken. And,
don't hurt my chicken.
Don't kill the chicken.
He is not afraid of the chicken. The chicken isn't a threat. However, as though Tabaki was attempting to hide the magic he cast that made his dragon vanish, that would be the only chance of winning. So, yeah, that's what he's gonna do.
No, he should stay away.
Okay. Yeah, he's got a 35 movement. Easily. So
Does the chicken get an attack of opportunity?
it does, and it succeeds and hits and does 0 damage because it doesn't need attack power. So
but it's a magical chicken.
it's a magical yes, If he was resistant to non-magical attacks, it would still hurt him. However, again, it has 0 attack power, so it does 0 damage still.
Well, in Legend of Zelda, they kind of kill you.
He didn't attack it, to be fair. So that doesn't happen.
The chickens in Zelda don't need anything to get provoked.
Yes, they do. You have to attack them like 50 times or something like that in a row. Either way, he just walks over and he's like, "Not this time." And he just lifts up his foot and places it down on you, or attempts to. So you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see my shield thingy first.
Don't you have any more luck points?
No, I don't have luck. I just need to read.
And for those who can see it, yes, this picture is of the God of War, Colossus of Rhodes.
I knew I had seen it before.
So a 9.
Alright, a 9. You do not succeed, so you take some damage. $31 damage.
31. Okay.
As he just steps on you. He is not fooling around. He saw his brethren get dealt with, and not only that, he is under the control of the whatever this thing is, and he's a little
Good
smarter
news.
than the regular Shadow.
Good news, everyone. The dragon is back.
Alright,
No.
so he moved. It appears in the space it was in before, which means currently it is standing on the chicken.
Is the chicken hurt?
We'll see
Yeah.
if it manages to dodge him just summoning out of nowhere. So paste. There's the dragon. The dragon was here because it was in range of Lily. And it was in range of Explo, who was here. So it's in the right spot. Yeah, so the chicken. I need to move the chicken out of there so that way I can get to it. Okay, so
Please don't hurt the chicken.
let's see if the chicken is there stats in the monster manual for chickens.
I can look up.
Okay, let's see. This is the moments we live for in D&D. The moments
Yeah.
where we determine if the chicken survives.
That's the only thing that matters right now.
The chicken has +0.
Plus
What's
0
its
to
AP?
dex.
Yeah, it's a 10 dex. It's
Wow,
3.
that's actually great for a chicken.
Yeah, it's next highest stat other than wisdom.
Yeah, but it's a magical chicken, so it has a +18.
Unfortunately,
cannot-
that is not the case.
Oh. You can't blame a guy for trying.
However, it's just something popping into existence, so it's not like it's a super hard DC. So it manages to not get immediately crushed.
Yes.
So it is currently standing next to this crevasse, which means it gets to. I said it. As soon as somebody touches it that is of large or smaller size, a creature, it gets to automatically roll a stealth check. So what is its dex?
0 still.
Okay. Because I assume it doesn't have a special stealth stat.
No.
Okay.
Wow.
15. So anybody who's attempting to detect the chicken will have to roll a 15 to see it. So currently you saw the chicken, and then the dragon appeared, and the chicken flew away, and you don't know where it is anymore.
Is that perception or investigation?
Perception.
Perception.
I know where the chicken is.
All right. So on your turn, as soon as you start your turn, I'll say that you know where the chicken is. Okay. So is... No, he's not back yet. Well, then that
Jill will
means...
just shoot, most likely, and step out of the door again.
Yeah, step out of the door, shoot, go back behind the door. Is probably what he's going to do. So, does anybody have access to a sheet besides me?
No.
Okay, great. That means...
More stuff for you to do.
Oh no, the character sheets aren't loading up for me, which means I have to reload, and it might take forever. So, here we go! The best part of D&D, watching the loading screen.
I thought we just established it was a chicken.
Oh yeah, that's the first best. This is the second best. I'm sorry. I was wrong. Now I get to watch my obtusely long loading screen. I hate how long it takes for me to load.
I don't think it's just you.
It's a stupid advertisement.
Every time I go into Roll20, it says that in 10 seconds you will join the game. 30 minutes later, you've just joined the game.
For me, it says 20 seconds. So I don't know why you get 10 and I get 20.
It's my stealth bonus.
However, it takes much longer than 20 seconds. Every time. Because it gets stuck on 5 or 4 or 3. And it gets stuck there for 10 seconds or more.
And you did it for no reason.
Yeah, now it's on 4. And it has been for the past 10 seconds. Oh, now it's on 3. Cool.
Yeah, but Giovanni is back, so you did it for no reason.
Wonderful!
That is the third best part of D&D.
I was attempting to reload because my character sheets weren't loading, because you weren't here, but now that you're here, the loading time was useless. So, you can take your turn now.
Finally, if it will load for me, that is.
You may notice that there's something different on the screen for you, Giovanni.
Oh boy.
If you hurt my chicken, I will kill you.
If I
However,
do what?
you missed a bunch of stuff. However, to you, it looks pretty much like it did before.
The dragon is still here.
Yeah, the thing that happened was he banished the dragon. And then the dragon came back.
And
I
there
told
was
you
a
to
chicken.
take a giant. The giant was a damaged one.
Yeah, the giant
Large
got
map is-
damaged. It got a D6. It got a D6.
Okay. Let me say this. My current machine doesn't like the size of this map.
Yeah.
So I clambered through the hole and then take another pot shot at the dragon.
Okay. Can you see the dragon on your screen?
Yes.
Do you see the thing left of the dragon?
It's very small. I see something orange. Let me zoom in. I really can't. Is that a tiny dragon?
Yes.
Yes.
No, it's a chicken.
It's a chicken. So Explo summoned a chicken. So there's a chicken now.
Will it explode if I shoot it?
Don't
You
even
don't
try. I will
However-
dash towards you.
However, technically, Arason doesn't see the chicken. He has to roll a perception to see the chicken.
Yeah, no. Oh god, it's so bad. Even my character sheet is loading slow thanks to the size of this damn map.
Unfortunately, giants live in big buildings. I'm sorry.
Well, it's loaded. Here goes again. Time to die, hopefully. That's
That's a 20 to hit, so yes, that hits the dragon. For a
41.
major amount of damage. Alright.
And then I
The
clap my...
dragon just summoned back into existence, so it doesn't really know what's happening as you shoot it in the side of the face.
Oh yeah, that's happening.
However, is that your turn? I assume you're gonna hide behind the door again.
Yeah, I'm just clamber out of the hole and back behind the door.
And yes, and nobody asked about this little square. That little square is the human-sized door, and this is the giant-sized door. So the bigger rectangle that encompasses the little rectangle is the giant-sized door, and the little rectangle is the human-sized door inside the giant-sized door.
And I remembered.
So, that's what that was indicating. So, yeah, you guys managed to pry open the little door. So that is the only area that you can go through currently.
Did we tunnel our way through the door, then tunnel us, then push some rocks out way so that we could part from the side of the rock?
You guys melted a little bit, which is what this white thing is with the line.
Okay.
So that was the area that you could move through. And you guys moved it 5 feet away from the door so that way you could actually get through.
Okay.
Using the zombies. However, now it's a lot further away from the door than it was before because of the dragon.
Yeah, that I do know. So yeah, Lily.
Yep.
Give it some pain in its toe.
I'm gonna attempt to.
Yeah, for you, Lily, you were just standing there and it was gone. It just went. It was gone, and then it went.
Right.
And then it was back right in front of you before you had a chance to do anything.
I'm gonna move, hopefully, to give the chicken some flanking in case the chicken decides to attack it. Wait, no, what am I doing? That's a stupid thing. I'm gonna stay where I am. I don't need to move.
Technically, if you didn't move out of its melee range, it wouldn't have done anything anyway, so.
Right. Okay, so, my first attack.
Alright.
With what will I use? Hand axe. Or battle axe, I apologize.
Battle axe would be a little better.
Right.
18 just barely hits the dragon.
Oh, it does? I thought it was 20. Awesome. Okay, so then there's that. I'm going to expend one of my spell slots.
Sure.
To smite the living daylights out of it. I will do as a well, I only have second levels as my highest. So I will do it as a second level. I don't have that. Magic-y stuff. Go!
I heard it roll. Okay, there it is. It took
19,
a second
not
to
bad.
appear.
And you have another attack, like you might crit.
I'm gonna attempt to hit it again.
Okay.
Nope.
Unfortunately, 12 does not hit.
And then, I'm going... Alright, I'll cast Shield of Faith.
Sure.
Can I cast Shield of Faith on myself?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it is a bonus action. Okay, Shield of Faith. Yeah.
So that raises your AC.
By 2.
Well done.
Scene.
Okay. Tabaki, your undead servants are rushing into the room slowly.
I'm gonna move around them, and
so you're walking around him without leaving his area?
Yeah.
Okay,
and,
that's fair.
I am gonna pray to the blood god Zekwas to seal away my foes by dealing 5d6 damage to myself. So I take 17 damage.
Okay. And
And
I assume you didn't just hurt yourself so that way you could say,
I
yeah,
regain
yeah,
a spell slot.
okay.
And I will use the first level to just give me a few hit points.
Oh, Matt is probably not, but is the dragon an undead or anything like that?
It's not an undead, celestial, or any of the normal things.
Okay.
1. Yeah.
Just a dragon.
It was worth a shot.
Alright, you healed 6 points.
Yeah, so it's a bit less damage. And that's my turn on that part. I will also have these 5, 10, 15, 25, 30.
Okay, so.
Charge
they-
up.
Okay,
one
so
of them will
one doesn't reach.
Yeah, I'll see. So instead of that, 1, 2, 3.
Don't touch
It's
the chicken.
standing next to the chicken.
He will start running around towards me then. And I will hit him twice with the ones that didn't dash.
Fair enough.
Let's see.
Fair enough.
And they both miss. Oh, terribly.
Thank God.
But they are harrying the creature. So that's a thing. Unfortunately,
That's
you
my
used your bonus action, so you cannot move your spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
However, it's floating above you like 10 feet. But otherwise, it would be in melee range with you. Okay. So, it is Explo's turn. So, what would you like to do, Explo?
I would like to start running towards it and start climbing up one of its arms. Or
All right,
whatever it's called.
I'm gonna need you to make an athletics check because it's mostly strength because it can knock you off.
I am very athletic.
Unfortunately, you don't even manage to climb up its paw thing. It just sort of goes like this, and you don't get to climb.
Okay, I get
So-
mad and throw acid at it.
Fair enough.
DC 17, 20 damage if it doesn't do it right.
Alright, so its DC is, or its dex. It's a saving throw, correct?
Dexterity saving
Yeah,
throw.
actually.
Okay, saving throws are different than its regular dex. For this creature, it has a +5.
What? Oh, well, that's too bad.
It didn't roll high enough.
It takes 20 acid damages.
Multiple acid damages.
Multiple acid damages.
You need to pay for these acid damages. Alright, so it took the damage. It got hurt. Like, it's as if somebody stuck their pinky toe into acid. It hurt. And it notices that you hurt it, but it isn't like bloodied or anything yet. So that's your turn? I assume.
Yeah.
So then I'll start on the Yuan-Ti. Alright. Unfortunately, he's not going to get to attack this turn either. See, he's just barely out of range to get there.
What a slow poke.
Yeah, no matter which space he tries to move into, he's just out of range to get there. Technically, he's faster than you, Explo. You just started further into the field than he did. Well, then he's just gonna do the thing he can do, which is move into melee range. But, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna move here. Try to box it in a little. Alright. Now, with that said, it is enemy turn. Which means that now that the giant is off his mount, he's not gonna bother waiting for his mount to attack. Is your spiritual weapon concentration, by the way?
No.
Okay. Just needed to make sure, because you technically lost concentration and all that other stuff. Anyway, either way, he's just gonna go, well, there's a guy in front of me.
I'm stabbing myself so he can go away.
And he's like, well, there's a guy there, so, probably gonna hit that guy.
That doesn't seem logical.
So, yeah, his melee attacks are all, since he's so huge, it's a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. I'm gonna need some help with those dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, you definitely need.
Alright, so he is going to punch. Punch! He is going to punch you.
What actually happened to Explo's bear? I don't recall that anymore.
I don't know what he did with it.
Explo, where's your bear?
I completely forgot about it, so I would say it's still at the farm.
Actually, I wanna try. No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, that's it.
Alright, he deals 34 damage to you.
Ouch.
And Dragon's turn.
Okay.
Unfortunately, its breath weapon is very situational, and everybody's crowded around it.
I have 5 hit points.
Ooh. Ouch. Get the hell out of there.
And if he goes down, his undead become unmanned. Which means
Oh, holy cow.
that they attack everyone. So that could turn into a chicken dinner.
Hell no.
So I'm gonna use my ruler here.
If you need multiple rulers, just say so.
Let's see.
Just say what you want to do.
He wants to move. He wants to move. So
Yeah,
everybody's gonna
there's
get
a
an attack of
tiny
opportunity
kid.
on him.
There's a
Ooh.
tiny guy here that's just blocking his way.
He can fly over him.
Okay.
So that little hitch in your plan is in the plan.
Not a hitch.
It's not a hitch anymore.
Smack, smack,
Yeah, one of
smack,
them
smack.
Alright, so it didn't stay.
Oh, yeah. Lonnie, you can use a divine smite when you hit him with an opportunity attack.
3, 4.
Just so you know.
Let me see how many spells I have left.
I can't see.
Easily done.
7,
Okay.
8. Okay, there. That would be the best situation to be in, I think, for him, because he wants to use his breath weapon again.
Okay, let's
And-
see.
Well, don't we all get an attack of opportunity first?
Yes.
Yes, you do.
You never know, we could
What's
kill
the
it.
What's the starting point? Is that the starting point, Matthew?
Yes, this square.
Okay, let
And
me just move my myself a bit around so that I can make a perfect 90.
He needs to do another
if it's
dexterity saving throw.
If it's this square, then it should be.
Yes,
this
and
is the cone.
technically you can use your acid bombs against him because they're dex saves, which means that you could use them at melee range. So yes, I will allow that. Okay, so
Do you see the cone that I'm currently making?
I don't see anything currently.
What cone?
Okay, then hold on. Then I need to do something special. Just give me a sec.
Alright. Did everyone who was within range roll their attacks except the Yuan-Ti?
The chicken didn't.
The chicken hit and dealt 0 damage.
No.
Happy?
Okay, two of the sleddies are in range, and Explo is.
Yes, he wanted to get... And the chicken.
No, chicken isn't. That one is just out of range. Unless you move it a bit upwards, then yes. Yes, then it would hit.
Yes, he wants to hit as many people as he can, and he's not going to aim down here to hit the more powerful. He just wants to get rid of as many as possible. So
Okay,
he's
then
gonna
yeah, this would work.
Dex saves, right?
Yep.
Anybody
However,
who's within...
did everyone roll their attacks?
Yeah, I made it.
Okay.
Anybody who's within 10 or anybody who's within my aura gets a +4 to their dex save.
Yeah, your
Yeah,
aura is
please
now
roll for
only
me.
10
I
feet.
need.
Just a
I need
reminder.
+4.
Yep, there
Oh,
it is. So he wants to suck up the chicken too.
I got a
There's the
14.
cone you wanted.
Okay,
Just say
great.
when I can let go.
I don't think you need to make a save, Lily.
You're good, Giovanni. You can let go at any time. As long as I know
Okay.
who's within range, then it's done. Okay, so he sucks up. He tries to suck up all 4 of you. Okay, so he needs to make a dex save first. Okay.
What is the DC on the suck?
You'll see in a moment.
No, I got a 14. I got a 10 plus
Okay.
Lonnie's.
So I'm
bonus.
just gonna add all this damage first. Okay, so 7, 13, 18, it looks like.
I got a 21. Wait, what are you talking about? For the op attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to make one.
7,
So you're good.
13.
Can I borrow your 21, Lily?
It's because of the +4, dude.
Plus 13 plus 18. Alright, it's getting hurt.
Thank God.
However, alright, so you guys rolled. Okay, Lily manages to stay on the ground. You didn't need to make that dex save.
Me?
Yeah, you didn't need to make that dex save.
Okay, I thought I saw the cone was... I was in range.
So, chicken. What's its dex? I'll roll.
We're at 0.
Okay, great. It succeeds.
Wow.
So it uses its little talon claw things to hold on to the floor tile, and it's going. However, Explo
What are you doing?
and
14.
one of the zombies. I'll let you choose which one, because it doesn't ultimately matter, but I'll let you choose. Get sucked into its maw. Explo. Yes, its mouth. You
Ooh.
are considered
Dragon after
restrained.
all.
I got
Both of
sucked off.
them. So like the creature too.
Yeah, both of you are considered restrained.
Which means I can't do anything.
Yeah, all you see is black.
Ooh.
and you feel sticky, and you can't move.
I can't even throw bombs in his mouth.
This is the effect.
A strange creature's speed becomes 0, and it cannot benefit from any bonus to its speed, which is obvious. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. So technically your bombs, you can still use them because they're dexterity saving throws. And you have no effect. They have no effect. However, since you can't move, I'm going to say that the bomb
will hurt me too.
Yes, it will hurt you. And you have disadvantage on the dex save to try to get out of the way.
Well, then he should have disadvantage as well, because it's inside his mouth.
This is true. But that it still hurts too. And plus other effects will start happening once you get further into its maw, unless if you find a way to get out of there. So, it is now Edosan's turn.
Yes, and I will again be a cheeky bugger and take a pot shot.
Fair enough.
From a Heidi bunker.
Fair enough.
$24.
Hits.
That is 21.
Wonderful.
I'm just chipping away at this dragon, slowly but surely.
Okay. Alright, it is considered bloodied.
Ends my turn.
After that shot, it is considered bloodied.
Hooray.
Alright. Lily AC 21, it is currently your turn.
I put that up there so I could remember that I had an AC of 21. Okay. I'm going to move to stay out of its breath weapon. I'm going to attempt to attack it.
Okay, fair
its
enough.
AC was 13 does not hit, correct?
13 does not, but 19 does.
Righto.
Right, that will deal 10 damage.
Ooh. Nice.
Plus 16.
Right.
Alright, it's getting hurt.
I have 2 spells left, so just bank that away.
Alright. Tabaki.
Yes, so I, with my many hit points, will offer every single last one of them to my god, in hopes that she will see further use of me. And that's banishment at this level again.
Alright. Banishment. Alright. So that is Charisma.
Yeah.
Charisma.
Wait a minute. If you banish the dragon and we're still inside his mouth?
I don't know.
You were gonna see in a second.
Oh, yes.
Because he rolled a 12.
Oh.
And also banished the other creature.
Yes. Which it rolled a 25. So, dragon. Let me select the dragon.
Okay.
Alright, so did you actually have to deal damage to yourself to cast that?
No. I just have 5 hit points, so I'm pretty much... well, technically I dealt 17 last turn to do it. And an action, but yeah.
Well, apparently you're still there, and the dragon isn't.
So let me see.
However, the thing that's standing in front of you is still there, which might be a bigger problem.
Okay, that's an action, so I can't do that. In that case, yeah, I will attack it with my spiritual weapon for 21.
Alright, I slide your spiritual weapon up to him.
And I will move to his side without leaving his range.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright. That is its turn. Or your turn. Hexflow. As we reach your turn, suddenly you are floating in the air.
Damn it.
However, you can attempt to break your fall or something if you want, but you are currently considered 20, 30 feet in the air.
Oh, so I didn't go to the other plane.
No, you are
Yay.
30 feet in the air on this plane. Because technically he didn't target you with the spell, so it didn't affect you.
I'm
I mean,
gonna go backflip.
That healing drug looks really tasty right now, just saying.
Well, my plan was to throw one to you the last turn, but then I kind of got sucked off, so I was a bit occupied. What do I have to roll to try and not get killed?
Acrobatics.
Or athletics, but I assume acrobatics is better.
Can I try to use make something in the air with my bomb charges to try and break my fall with flashbangs? You know.
I would say
No time for it.
make an intelligence check.
A
Straight
pure intelligence check.
Yeah.
15. Jesus.
Alright, you managed to make something fast enough. What is it specifically you want to make?
It's like a little small box with 2 or 3 flashbangs inside of it, and I can put it on my chest.
Okay.
So then, when I'm almost reaching the ground, I just push the button on the side, and all the flashbangs go off at once, and I will get like cushioned.
Alright, I'm gonna roll a d20. I'm gonna roll a d20, see how well this goes. However, it is not in your favor.
Can I roll the d20?
Unfortunately, I already rolled it. And the flashbangs go off. However, they just send you flying.
Even faster down into the ground.
This direction.
Whoops.
And you land right here. However, you didn't take any damage. But you are now substantially closer to the giant creature.
I am also closer to my friend. Did I use my action, or can I throw him a healing rug?
I'll say that was your reaction for your turn. So, that means that you can't get an opportunity attack or anything like that. But you still have an action, your movement, your bonus action.
Okay, I use my action to move towards Tabaki and give him a healing drug.
A potion.
And then start force feeding him a potion.
Alright.
And you take 25 acid damage.
Alright, you standing next to him, you move 10 feet to get there.
You get 19 healing.
Thanks. Hopefully I can stay up now.
Yeah, not only is he looks like his bones have been crushed multiple times, but he is currently cut up and bleeding from cuts of his own doing.
I'm not a very smart fighter.
So you walk up to him, and I'll say that the cuts heal and his bones your bones have fractures in them, still, but you're able to stand and run and do all the normal things. You're just in pain. So, you moved up to him. If you wish to move more, you can. You only use 10 feet of your movement. So you have 15 left.
I'm gonna move a bit further away from Tabaki just so he can't crush us with 1 foot.
Fair enough.
But I'm still in his proximity, I guess, or else he'll get an attack of opportunity.
You're not in his melee range.
Ooh, well, goodbye.
Yeah, you were one space
That was
away from his melee range.
way too many feet.
Actually,
There we go.
you were here, so
10 feet.
you technically
10
have
feet
5 more feet.
Ooh. Well, in that case, fuck you, giant.
There.
Bit.
Perfect. Okay. So, as that's happening, I need to roll 3d6, unless if your zombie has a way of breaking his own fall.
No. He will just flump on the ground.
Alright. 8 damage. That would be a lot for a civilian to take, but your zombie has some undead resilience and is able to stand back up after that mortal blow. So, it is now the Yuan-Ti's turn. Technically, on your turn, you could have moved any of the zombies.
Did I not? Or did I forget? Oh, okay. If I
You're still
forgot, then
standing
I
in the
would
same
have.
positions where the dragon was.
Okay. Then that one can attack, that one can dash, and that one can attack. Yeah, I forgot about them. I thought they weren't in range. It's gonna, yeah.
And since you banished the dragon, the zombie falls, gets up, and walks over.
So the 15 hits, or
15 does not hit.
okay,
But they're serving well as distractions, maybe. Possibly.
hopefully.
Maybe not. Alright, Yuan-Ti. Okay, so he's here. He's doing things. And now he
Really?
needs to double move to get there. So
He
he's
hasn't
alive.
done anything yet.
Well, he needs to get in melee range to do anything, and people keep popping in and out of existence, and so he double moves. He gets there.
It's not his fault.
Yeah,
Lizard.
exactly. He can't control whether or not people are popping in and out of existence.
Yeah, he slew you like in 2 hits.
Technically 3.
Yes, 3.
Technically 3 then.
Well, I've been inside a dragon's mouth, so I can take that off the bucket list, I guess.
That's
Yeah.
the mouth.
And it had a lot more abilities that it was going to do once you were swallowed. However, it went to a different dimension. So much for that.
Outstanding move.
Yeah, he's just gonna punch. He wants that dragon back.
No, so he's gonna punch somebody else this time.
No. He's gonna reach down this time and try to grab you.
We need equal punching.
So he is going to attempt to grapple you. So you have a chance of getting out of this.
Do you allow this to happen?
Yeah, do you allow yourself to be grappled by the
Yes,
giant?
apparently. 7.
Well, let's see how this goes. Yeah. It could have nat one, but it did not. And it grabs you. and picks you up, and it's going to attempt to squeeze you. So, since you failed the grapple, its squeeze automatically succeeds, unfortunately.
For 1 damage.
Yes.
So just roll a 10 to.
It skipped hand day,
succeed.
so its hands are super weak. No, unfortunately. It gets
I'm out.
27 damage as it squeezes the life from you. And that prevents you from making a concentration save.
Yeah, the dragon's back.
So,
Lonnie,
Yay.
we need healing.
I know. You should have stayed closer.
did the dragon not come back?
Not around, cat.
Not yet.
Oh no, I need to put it back down again.
Oh no.
Because apparently I copy-pasted something at some point, and now it won't let me just summon it back.
What is the
No.
chicken up to?
The chicken isn't doing anything. It's just flabbergasted that it's even alive at the moment.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I mean, wouldn't you be? You just come into existence and things are trying to kill you and punch you and suck you into a vortex and things of that nature?
Well, things trying to kill you when you pop into existence. Isn't that how we all start our life?
Yes, totally. Okay, now I need to remember how many squares it took. I think it's approximately...
And 1 more, wasn't it? Yeah. 1 more down as well, I think it was.
Unfortunately, Lily was within melee range, so it's going to encompass X-Flow, which means that I'm going to move him here, and he needs to make a dexterity saving throw and see if he is crushed.
Me?
Yes. Because
Will me?
you were in the space that it took up when it was here.
Dex?
So when it gets summoned back, yes, you need to make a dex.
Well, I got crushed.
Alright? One of its legs incidentally steps on you. It's not like it was purposely trying to. Even though it's purposely trying to kill you, it didn't purposely step on you this time. So I need...
Oh boy.
Alright, you take 17 damage.
That's not too bad.
Well, this is just it coming back into existence. This is not its attack. However, since it came back into existence on this turn, it has a chance to do something. So... it is now going to turn around, or look around, see what it can see. However, the chicken is hiding, so it has a chance of noticing the chicken. Because it keeps popping in and out of existence, so it's just going to take in its surroundings. It doesn't notice the chicken.
Thank God.
But it does notice the other people who are just standing around, trying to fight things.
Sup,
Oh,
Holmes?
and this goes away, I think. Does your spiritual weapon go away if you go down?
Okay.
Does it go away?
I'm not sure, but I would assume so.
Where's the spell text? Do you not have
Lasts for the duration or until you cast the spell again. So yeah, it should actually still be there.
Okay, so there's a floating spear doing nothing. Your undead are autonomous, unless if you pop back up.
Yeah.
So if you pop back up, then they go back under your control. But for now, they're automatons that are undead, which means that they hate all things living, so anything that's living near them is considered an enemy. Yes. It's going to... It took in its surroundings. It didn't much like them. However, since it sees that it keeps popping in and out of existence, but the reason it's popping in and out of existence is gone, it's a tough choice. It's a tough choice. It's not going to take the risk this time. It's just going to attempt to suck something up, because it's the only thing it can do. So this guy, since he's there, and it doesn't, the sucking doesn't affect the giant. Unfortunately for you guys, so he needs to make his dex is 0, if I remember correctly. Fortunately for him, he makes it. So he holds onto the ground, preventing him from being sucked up. Edo-san.
Well, I am going to pop for my hidey hole again. And take another pot shot.
And this time the chicken's gonna move. Why not? It goes bark, 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 bark. Over here. There.
Kapow! It's 36.
Alright. He's hurt. He's hurting. He's getting hurt.
Mhm.
He's getting hurt skis.
He's
Other
getting
things.
chipped away.
Other things I say that are things. Lily, it is currently your turn.
All right. So who is down and how far away? I don't remember his name.
There's a
Just
dude
across
with
a
an X.
dragon.
He's 40 feet away from you.
Yeah, I can go through people's spaces. My movement is only
Yeah, that's true.
35 feet. So
Technically, you would have
Well,
to.
technically, you
double
could just pass through it, but if you have to be in melee with me, then no.
Yeah, you could just stand like here if you wanted to.
Because you're a halfling.
right. Okay.
However, it would be
hold on.
considered melee with it, but if you care about that or not.
30. Ah. Sorry, my resolution is horrible. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay.
Yeah, he's considered 40 feet away from you.
35, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's my entire movement. I'm gonna use up all the rest of my lay on hands, which is 10.
Yeah.
So
Yes, 10.
So luckily the giant did let him go. Otherwise that wouldn't have worked.
So you're up.
Okay. That's good. This is my turn next. And are you sure you want to use all, not save one maybe? Or
I still have 2 spells I can cast.
oh, okay.
So, and one's a second level, one's a first level. So I'm assuming we'll be good. Right.
Sure. Hopefully you have access to your token. If you don't, I can move the other one if need be.
Me?
Yes.
I moved her.
Yes, but I mean now. It's hidden under stuff.
I still have access. Yes, sir. Thank you for asking.
Okay.
Cool. And that's my scene. I mean,
Yeah.
scene. That's my move.
All right, and scene. All right, Tabaki, you have 10 health.
Okay.
You are prone on the ground. Your ribs hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Probably having something to do with being crushed by a giant hand.
Okay. In that case, I will. I'm still in melee with him, and I'm in melee with the dragon, so I will not move.
Yes, and luckily your spiritual weapon and your thralls are back in your control.
Because the dragon has been hit the most. They will just go to hit the dragon this time. But I will have them start circling around in case I go down. So 5, 10.
They sort of seemed confused for a second when you woke up, but then you just sort of like point towards the dragon and they run over.
And they will do their attacks.
I'll be back momentarily, excuse me.
Alrighty. At least 2 of them hit this time.
Yeah.
Plus 9, plus 8. Yeah, that dragon is getting hurt, but it's still standing. However,
Okay, and
the main bulk of your turn now, so what's up?
I will. Wait, is that humanoids only? Yeah.
And the giant, if you remember, is considered elemental.
Yeah. I will attempt to make the dragon sick then.
Okay.
27.
Yeah, that.
Con save.
Alright. He needs to make a con save or be poisoned. Oh, that's
Yes.
a good one. That's a goody one. Okay, con. This is the first time it's using con. It gets I'm just gonna make sure it does. Yes, it does have a special con, which is 11. But it rolls.
Yeah, it makes sense. So
low.
it takes half of the damage, so it takes 6. Or no, it takes the damage anyway, it just doesn't get poisoned. That's how
Yeah,
the
it doesn't
spell
get
works.
poisoned.
Yeah.
Alright, it took that damage, and it looks down at you with a... It smacks its lips and tries to... It seems as though it tastes something really bad. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
But
And
you
that's my
heard
turn.
it. You can tell. Alright, Explo. You got pushed out of the way as this thing came back into existence.
Well, I don't have my super explosives anymore. Can I make an acid frisbee again?
You can... Yeah?
2 bomb charges, 2 acids, frisbee. Throw it at as high as I can to make it rain down on the dragon.
Fair. It still needs to make a dex, right?
It needs to make 2 decks.
That's correct. Dex is 5. I assume you're targeting the dragon, because everybody's targeting the dragon.
Yep.
Let me just double check. Yeah, the giant has 2 damage on him. So, even if this dragon goes down, then you're still going to have a giant to deal with. Either way, 1, 2.
Fail. So
Wow.
that is 14 plus 17 damages equals 31.
All right. Yeah, it's looking real bad.
I'm just wondering, as an artificer, can I use my spells as a bonus action, or do I have to use it?
It says on the spell, like,
Yeah,
if it's a
each
bonus
spell-
action spell,
yeah.
then yes.
Each spell has a specification on it.
Yeah, so let me roll one up so that you can see it.
It doesn't say too much. I don't think I've copy pasted everything in. I
What
wonder if I
spell
could
are you?
run to Tabaki and use Cure Wounds.
Cure Wounds
a
is an
common spell.
action.
It's an
Healing
action.
word. is
Action,
bonus.
Yeah, well then
Yeah. Do you
I'm
have
just spending
healing
my
word?
Hmm?
Do you have healing word?
No, I just have Cure Wounds.
Okay. So yeah, you have to run over and place your hands on him, which is considered an action.
Okay.
Rather than healing word, you just shout at him, which takes less time.
Heal, you idiot!
Yeah, exactly.
Why aren't you living? What a dumbass.
And some reason that heals him.
Magic.
Yeah, magic is mysterious. That's what we'll go with. Okay, so it is the Yuan-Ti's turn.
And he
Extremely
needs to kill the
confused as to
dragon.
what to do. He goes, "Which ones should I attack?"
I point towards the big dragon, and I say it's nearly dead.
Okay. And he turns around because he was running towards the giant. First he was running towards the dragon, then it vanished, then it came back, then it vanished again. So then he went towards the giant. So he's a little confused as to what he should do. Which
So
is
I'll
why
just
he
shout
asked.
to him, finally do something.
Well, it's not entirely his fault. He's not been part of this team for very long. He doesn't know your
Yeah, but-
guys' powers.
Yeah, but I'm the one who's taking all the damage, so I'm upset.
Just trying to be fair to the evil snake man. So he does have other attacks which are technically better than his sword that he can use. Now that he's in melee range, he actually has a chance to use them. Human body with snake head.
Type 1.
Yes. Okay.
They have multi-attack, Yanti form only. Yanti make 2 range attacks or 2 melee attacks, but can use his bite only once.
Yes. So the thing I'm looking for, technically he's a little better than a regular one because he gets 3 attacks. So
He has a bite attack and a scimitar.
yeah. And he was using that scimitar quite well against you. So his bite, unfortunately, is not that great. I'm gonna buff that a little. Okay. Because technically he's better than a regular one. So I'm gonna buff that to a... Go. He hits just barely with the bite. And the bite is better because it deals poison damage as well as the regular damage. Which is 1d4 plus 3 for the regular damage. Wow, he dealt quite a bit of damage just with his teeth on this thing. 6. And I'm gonna buff his damage by 1 dice, so he gets 3d6 poison damage. Alright, that's another 8. And that's a single attack. He gets 2 more attacks. So that's a pretty powerful strike already. Just gonna go with the same plus 7. 1, 2. Okay, he misses with his third attack. So, pretty sure that he dealt... I'm 90% sure that this is what he dealt before. So he deals 20 damage.
To who?
The dragon. The dragon is taking that damage. Okay. So it is now enemy turn. Let's see. Who's in front of him? Technically, he can't punch Lily without harming the dragon, because they're both technically occupying the same space. Lily is completely immune to him. However, This Yuan Ti is directly in front of him. And let me just check with this ruler. Yeah, he is technically 5 feet away as well, but he's just going to attack this Yuan Ti. Because he assumes that stupid meddling banisher is just going to get knocked down soon anyway. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to try to punch the Yuan Ti. The Yuan Ti has... for dodge, it doesn't have anything. So it's just 2. So 2.
He has +4 to his as well.
Oh yes, he has another +4, which is a +6. So 16, which does not succeed. The DC is 17, unfortunately. So he gets punch. 4D10. D10, where's the D10? Did I roll too many since then? Yes, I did. Okay. So... 20. So he takes 20 damage. Yeah, I rolled super low on that roll. Less than average. Either way, the dragon is now perturbed. And it can't use its sucky ability because everyone's too close. So instead, fine, he'll go with something more powerful this time. Because he was hoping to do something fancy, which never succeeded. However, so he's just going to go... And he is going to hit a circle originating from this point.
From what point?
Originating from this point.
Hold on, let me zoom out.
Okay.
So who is he hitting?
That orbits that point 15 feet as a globule of black gunk hits that spot.
So
then it hits the dragon too?
The dragon is immune to being turned into shadow because he already is.
So this is 15 feet, apparently, right?
Which save is it?
Dexterity.
Anybody
Actually,
within my aura?
Dexterity.
Anyone in my aura gets the +4.
Yeah, so another 4.
I'm probably gonna
So
need that.
that's 14.
All right, and Lily has made one. Okay, so the only other thing in range that isn't immune to being turned into shadow is the Yuan Ti, and he gets a +4, so he gets to roll a total of a +6 on his roll. Go away. However, he does not succeed. So anyone who got hit by it, because everyone failed, needs to make a Constitution saving throw now.
That's gonna be a bit better.
Oh, that's better. So 25.
Fuck, 16. Aye, 16 plus 4. So it's 20.
Yeah, both of you succeed. The Yuan Ti has a con of +1. So
+5.
He's special with a +5. However, he does not succeed.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
All right. So anyone who got less than 17, which is Lily and the Yuan T, is now considered an enemy, as they are covered in shadow.
Nice.
Did the shadow have a separate HP, or is it like their
Yes, it
HP?
does. It does. This is a weaker version of the shadow. It's for quick conversion, and then later more powerful conversion. So right now it's just sort of like a casing. It's like a separate enemy. So the casing has an HP. However, that means that on Lily's turn, you have to attack your allies as if they were enemies. Basically.
Okay.
So, however, Tabaki and Explo, you got touched by it, and then you felt it try to crawl up on you and into your body and that sort of thing. And you managed to get it off of you before it. And it's sort of like a slug. It tried to attach itself to you and wrap itself around you, and you just pushed it off, and it sort of just sunk into the ground and went away. So it is now Edo-san's turn. You peek back in the door, and you can see underneath its gangly legs of the dragon that it just vomited a bunch of black stuff on the floor, where
Shoot
your
Lily
allies
so
are.
she gets her turn instead of killing us.
Yeah, I should really, well, forgive me for this, Lolly, if I hit you too hard. Oh!
You rolled an 11.
That doesn't hit.
So he
I
rolled a 2
suspect.
on the dice. So, unfortunately, Lily is passed by the bullet. Perhaps it's because you're aiming at your longtime companion. That might be a reason. However,
Someone who I actually like.
so the bullet just goes past, and you hear it ricochet off of a piece of glass in the distance.
That's some sturdy glass if it can do that.
Well, you hear like a and some shattering. Maybe it broke, but the bullet isn't like coming back at you or hitting anybody. So, unfortunately, that's that. Lily, you have one very large ally behind you. You have another large ally that is surrounded, like your allies are surrounded by enemies.
Who's right in front of me?
Me. So you could
Okay.
probably just roll to attack me.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All right, I'll attempt to attack.
Alrighty.
Actually, on the 24, I want to use my reaction to trigger my magic weapon or magic shield. And I got a 6, so I'll take 6 damage, but my AC is raised by 6 until the start of my next turn. So both misses.
Cool.
Yeah, he has a special shield that hurts him but raises his AC if he uses it. Alright, so you attempt to attack him, and you realize that you're attacking him. However, you can't control your body. Your body is being controlled by something else.
Right.
So you're still conscious at the moment, which most shadow creatures claim that they aren't conscious. Perhaps it has something to do with the non-full conversion.
Okay.
Or they just all lied to us all this time. It's just a
It's fair.
inside
That's
joke.
a fair assumption that could be made. All right, so it's Tabaki's turn.
Last third level slot as well. So that's a wisdom save on the Yomti, on Lily, on the dragon, and on the giant.
Okay, wisdom save. Okay, the giant is kind of wise, unfortunately, but he can still roll low. 26.
So he takes half, so he takes 8 damage. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, one of my pages just fell out of my book. That's fine. It wasn't saving anything important. Do you want tea?
And when they start their turn in my radius, they also take the damage.
The Yuan T rolled super well.
So it still takes 8. I don't know how much the shadow thingy has, but
That's fair. Lily, you need to roll a wisdom save with your wisdom. And the dragon.
you actually fail. So 16. Is that enough?
And since Lily is considered an ally, it doesn't harm her. However, it is still intact at the moment. Though when the shadow thing starts its turn in the radius, it will also take damage. So
okay, but
it
took the 16 damage now, right?
Yeah.
And the dragon?
The dragon, that's what I was just looking up, is its... because I'm not sure about its wisdom score.
-5.
Minus 50,000. If you're gonna go that way, you may as well go all out. Okay, it's after this. Okay, good. I'm in the right spot. There we go. Wisdom 2. Wait, does it have a special wisdom saving throw? Yes, it does. +7. Okay. 21.
Okay, so it takes 8 as well.
Okay, so instead of 2, he has 10. The giant, that is. Because you didn't put much damage on him. And he takes 8 damage as well. Alright, the Yuan T, he takes some damage, but that's it. Alright, X-Blow.
No, that's not it. That's my action, right. I believe. And my bonus action, because it's the Yuan-Tai's turn next, my spiritual weapon will hit him. Because that's still up.
Sure.
That's 20.
20 hits him.
Is the... yeah. And is the shadow thing still on him? After another 11?
After 11... Yes. But it looks like it's starting to, like... He looks like an ink drawing that is sort of running a little bit. So it's coming off of him.
Okay, in that case, my puppets will hit the dragon.
Alright, the only one that doesn't hit is the 16.
So 26, and then it's his turn. But he needs to make a new save.
Alright, as you land that strike, or as that undead creature lands that strike on the dragon, how do you wish to finish him off?
The dragons, well, he's focused on everybody else. The undead creatures are just biting into his leg, starting to chew him apart into the bone. Before he gets to do anything about it, he already tumbles over.
Yeah, so it looks like he's about to lash out and try to attack you guys again. And he just sort of realizes, he loses balance, and then he looks back and he sees the undead chewing his leg, and then they just sort of, he reaches his long neck around to look at his leg, and then the undead just bash him in the face and he falls down unconscious.
Yeah.
So, he is considered unconscious. Whee! Boink.
Oh no, it's stepping on us again.
All right, so that brings us to the UNT.
He's still under the Blood Guardian.
Mm-hmm.
So that's poof.
Yeah, the shadow is gone, and since you can, you consider him an ally at the moment, he doesn't get damaged. So then he turns around and sees that the dragon is down. So then he turns around again and starts attacking the giant. Because the giant is the only threat at the moment.
What does... Did the shadow disappear?
It's in the process of doing so.
Not from the dragon, from our
We just have to live like 30 turns or 50 turns, something like that.
Yeah, the dragon doesn't instantly wake up. It takes a few minutes.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about Lonnie and the other guy. Does the shadow
Lonnie
disappear,
is still in shadow, but the other guy got removed.
Yeah, the other guy is removed. However, the shadow has remained even though the dragon is down. Seems as if it's a separate entity.
But it's my turn.
Yeah, it was your turn. Didn't you take your turn?
No.
Oh, you didn't take your turn. Sorry.
We're waiting
Go ahead.
for Voodoo Priest to finish up all his actions.
Okay, that's fair. Go ahead. It's because I clicked ahead early and then I clicked again. So it's your turn.
So the snake guy doesn't have shadow anymore.
No, the shadow, the weird thing that was covering him, that was trying to cover you as well, it sort of just like dissolved off of him and went away. So he looks perfectly normal.
So that's because of the damage that the Bucky did to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's up to you if you want to free Lily, which you probably should, or hit the giant.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about how I was going to do it. So I'm going to hopefully do a good roll. 20 damage if you don't fail. You need to do a dexterity save.
Who? The giant or
Lonnie?
Okay. What did I need to roll? Sorry, my cat was being a cat.
Dex save.
Dex? Perfect.
Yeah.
Dex. Not perfect enough.
Right.
You're back to normal.
Shadow.
Yes. That weird shadow globule had 20 HP total, so it's gone.
Excellent.
Ta-da!
However, you have a weird green acid on you, but it doesn't hurt you. It's just the residual of what he just threw at you.
All right. Cool.
So when your turn comes up again, you can control yourself how you wish.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So Explo, do you have anything else you can do with your turn?
I don't have any bonus actions.
Fair enough. So now my UNT friend. All of his attacks are +7. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he hits the giant with his bite, luckily for you guys. So he deals 1d4 plus, what was it? 1d4 plus 3. Which isn't much, but he does more damage on his venom. Oh, well, he gets max damage on that. +7. Okay. And 3d6 poison damage. Alright. That is 11 damage on the giant. Wonderful. So he did a total of 18 with his bite. Not bad. So, giant's turn. seeing the dragon is down. He's still being controlled by the outside presence. So he's going to go, enough of this. Release it. And he sort of goes back to normal. The weird crescent moon smile disappears. And he sort of goes back into panic mode. And he starts. He's going to run for this smashed open window. Right.
He has no dragon this time to jump on. He will just go splat. Hopefully.
However, he did say something before turning back to normal, which might be ominous to you. He gets to the door. However, he does not use disengage, which means the Yuan-Ti, Tabaki, and the spiritual weapon, I don't know if it gets a reaction.
No, it doesn't. It's not sentient.
Okay, fair enough. So it's just the two of you. Alright, for 11 damage. Whew. You're good even without spells.
Max roll on dice.
Yeah, you did, but still, that is a decently powerful weapon for a magic caster. And the Yuan-Ti, he's gonna use his bite. He doesn't care. He's like, nope, bite time. Which doesn't hit. Okay, so the giant is there now. And that is the giant's turn. My Yuan-Ti is not very happy because he is way out of range. So, it is now Edo-san's turn. And make sure you measure the distance before you shoot to make sure that he's in your first range. Unless
Okay,
if that doesn't count.
Then I need to really do quite a lot to actually be able. Can you be on the look on the giant and say how much feet it says? Because I need to be like really far away.
225.
Oh boy.
Or
Oh
220.
boy, that is my long range. But I have sharpshooter.
Alright, if you have sharpshooter, then that doesn't matter. You have the sharpshooter feat, that is.
Yep, here it is.
Yep. If you have the sharpshooter feat, then using your longer range doesn't matter. It doesn't give you an aim penalty.
Right up the touche.
Alright, that hits him.
24.
For it. And he gets hit by it. Easily enough. It is currently Lily's turn.
Cool. Who has been damaged? Who needs healing?
Tobacco
Well-
is worse for wear than everybody else.
Tabaki is severely hurt.
Okay,
Like,
so
you even look at him as a character, and you see that his ribs are slightly in too far.
I'm sorry for laughing.
And it's probably pouring out.
Yeah,
Right.
his body is severely bruised, and there's blood pouring out of different parts of his body.
Oh dear God. Okay. I'm gonna cast. Where are you? I'm gonna cast. Not that. I totally forgot which one it is. Is it Cure Wounds where I touch you, or is that the?
Cure wounds is very
Yeah,
touch.
Cure Wounds. Healing Word. See, the way that you remember it is that if you're talking to somebody, it's at range. So Healing Word is ranged, whereas Cure Wounds is not. That's how you remember.
Awesome. As a first level spell. Hey, look at it. Awesome. And
because I don't need healing at all.
I'm gonna do it through
Maxed
the
out as
orb,
well.
right?
Okay, you're gonna do it through the orb?
Yeah.
So everyone within 20 feet of her. So I'm gonna move the dragon just to make it a little easier so you can see her. There. I
Is
just
anyone
moved
else
it.
damaged?
Right.
Is anyone else damaged?
I am.
Explode damage.
15, so I get 8.
Yeah. It just
Woohoo!
gives cure wounds a range rather than just being touched. So it's basically a healing aura for 1 turn. So you gain 8 HP.
I get excited by this and run over and do the same. Oh wait, we're still in initiative, aren't we?
Yes. So it's on your turn. You can do that if you wish. Okay, so Orby of Orbiness, and he or she or it. You've never asked the orb its gender, to be fair. If it even has one. And you ask it to
God.
activate through your spell, and the spell activates, and you gain an aura of 20 feet for just that 1 turn. And anything that can get healed within that range. I just want to see if this undead creature. No, it's too far away.
They take
Can't
damage.
get healed anyway.
Yeah. I just wanted to see if it was within range to see if anything would happen. But they're not in range. They're too far away. So it doesn't matter. And unfortunately, it's not Final Fantasy rules, so you cannot heal the undead to death.
I think in 3.5 that was also a thing.
It could be a thing in a custom game that I might allow, but not in this one, unfortunately. You cannot heal the undead. The only way you can heal them is by casting Raise Undead on them again, and then it will bring them back to their max hit points. But other than that, you can't heal them. But either way, you healed. Do you wish to have a bonus action?
Nope, that's it.
Alrighty. Tabaki. You are healed slightly. You feel your ribs, some of your ribs, snap back into place.
I actually feel some of my ribs. It's more like.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, you look down at yourself. You still have severe bruising, and your nose is slightly bleeding.
So
You probably have a punctured lung.
So I asked Lonnie, may I have a look at that healing artifact?
The orb?
Yeah.
Yeah, she just hands it over. Easy peasy.
Okay, and I asked the orb, can you help me channel my blood magic? And I tried to cast my healing spell through it.
Alright, your blood sort of coalesces around the orb, and it gains this blood red hue. And yes, it works.
That's 13.
Alright, it's the same thing. 20-foot radius from him. You gain 13 HP if you're damaged. Including the caster, so yes, you do gain some.
One thing I'm
Is
wondering
is anyone gonna chase after the giant, or are we out of turn order?
I don't think anybody is gonna chase after that.
Well,
Okay.
if we're not chasing it, I can snipe it.
Okay, the chicken doesn't get healed.
Yeah, unfortunately, the chicken didn't take damage, and it doesn't get healed either, so the chicken is just a chicken.
It has 1 HP, so if it takes damage, it's dead.
Well, if it takes 1 damage, it's unconscious. If it takes 2 damage or more, it dies.
I'm gonna make an armor for that chicken.
Then it will have a higher armor class, but it won't protect it from damage.
Yeah, still higher AC, boy.
You think that, but we're talking about an artifice here. You don't know what kind of armor he's gonna make.
Mm-hmm.
So are we out of initiative?
I'm gonna just explain what happens, but the chicken is now in the corner.
So I climb up the table, then open the window a little bit, step out on the windowsill, and start sniping the giant, I guess.
Okay. First, on your first turn,
Mm-hmm.
the giant gets a turn before you because he's next in the initiative order.
What? No, I'm after Tabaki.
Yes, but you guys said that you weren't going to chase it, so I'm going to do what the people who want to continue to fight. I'm going to continue with that. So, yes, you do get a turn technically, but since you said, "Oh, I'm not going to attack anything," well then you forfeited your turn.
We're gonna heal.
Yes. So you guys can heal, but I'm going to say that what's going to happen next isn't going to affect you directly. The giant jumps out the window, and it comes to your turn, and you are standing in the doorway.
Shot it
So
once.
it jumped out the window, so you can't see it. So you were currently standing there, and you get there with 30 feet. I'm going to assume you're going to dash.
Yes, let me just move myself all the way back.
So you get to there.
Yeah, I don't see it yet. I just hold it for just a second.
Then you go.
So that's a
So
turn.
next turn, you get to there,
And then dash again.
which is 120. So
That's
you get
here.
there. Your next turn, you make it to the table. Now
Use
you
the
need to
jump-
make.
Use
now
the
you-
jump spell to get on top of the table.
Okay, if you use the jump spell, then you are on top of the table. You get on top of the table, and you continue. 150. Okay, so I'm gonna go to where you are currently because
That's
I
on
had
the
to.
table. Because I followed your arrow.
Yep, and 30. So then you get 30, and then 30.
And next turn,
Yeah, you are on the windowsill.
on the
And
window.
you look out the window, and because you took like 5 turns to get there, the giant is nowhere in sight.
Oh, baller. Well, next time, I guess.
Because the giant was willing to take its falling damage. Actually, I'm going to roll for falling damage. So keep your character there for a second, just in case it takes enough damage to kill itself. But I'm going to assume that it doesn't. Even though it's going to take a lot of damage. Because you guys didn't put too much hurt on it, unfortunately.
Yeah, the dragon was the bigger problem.
It's going to take 25d6. However, that only gives it 88 damage.
25d6 at just 88 damage.
Which is
God.
just enough to kill it, right?
No.
Which it still has 249 HP left.
Get out of here.
So
Excuse me?
so it lands on the ground and vanishes. So
How much HP did the dragon have? Just curious.
the dragon had 400 exactly.
Wow.
And so did the giant. Had
Oh, that's
exactly 400.
That's
a
just gonna sit on the table and, well, pull a few things out of his bag of holding. Like, they've seen him work. Well, if they're looking at it, I don't have to describe it as no one's gonna look. I mean, I'm on top of the table and they are on the ground, so they can't see him.
Okay, so at that point, you guys are gonna heal, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll cast my last 2 spell slots.
Oh,
so
wait a
that's-
minute. Wait a minute.
What?
I'm running towards you
Yeah.
and ask what happened to the orb, and I guess you tell me. They
Yeah.
like this aura. So I'm asking you, why don't we do it together at once through the orb to see what happens?
Very well. And the thing I'll do is cast this. 8.
Alright, you
Got
cast Cure Wounds, which
I will be
is
right back.
1d8.
Yes. Why didn't it
Plus
do
your
that?
spell casting modifier.
Which I don't know what is.
Probably 5. It's your intelligence, so 5.
Oh yeah, that's 5.
Yeah, you are brains. You are book smart.
I am street smart. That's 12.
Alright,
Yeah.
8
What
plus
happens?
12. The aura gets a mix of the hues of the divine energy and the blood energy. So it gets like this golden red color. It's sort of like a ruby color.
Cool.
It just sort of sparkles. It unfortunately only does the same radius, but it heals you for both 8 and 12.
I also will use my last spell slot, so now I'm out of healing. Or spell
Right.
slots, really.
So 13 does the radius.
Almost back to full.
Almost back to full. Well, then I'm gonna use another spell slot to cure his wounds again.
Alright, you cast Cure Wounds. Go ahead.
8.
Does 8 heal you?
Yeah, I'm back to full. I had 2
Woohoo!
missing.
Okay, so during the process of all that, you were sort of grunting in pain as your ribs were back together. The bruising is gone. You are fully healed. The blood trickle just went back into your nose. You are fully healed.
Well, that was something. I guess I will have to rely on my emotion to my spear for the rest of the day.
Alright, Edo-san is you guys noticed that Edo-san just went running full tilt up onto the table. And you hear a strange clucking sound coming from this corner.
What corner?
Right here, I'm pinging it, the upper left.
Oh. Just a chicken.
My chicken.
Cluck, cluck, cluck.
It's
So-
echoing throughout the hall.
So what do you want to do with your chicken?
I want to go get it. Do I know where it is? Can I hear
You
the
hear
clucking?
the noise. You hear the noise, and you can walk towards the noise because you know what direction it's coming from.
I am walking towards the noise.
Alright, so I'll give you a ruler to its direction from your current position. It's this way!
Let's get the chicken.
I'm on the table. You're just walking under the table, so yeah.
Yeah. They are walking underneath what looks like perhaps a meeting table or a dinner table. You're not sure. And there's the chicken.
Okay.
It's just sitting in the corner.
I'm picking it up.
Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to give you control of this chicken. I'm going to give you control of the token of the chicken.
Yay!
Here's what I found for chicken. Probably just use that.
I can move myself or the chicken. It's behind the select bar thingies.
Yeah, I'm going to give you control of it. I haven't given you control of it yet. But once I do, you'll be able to control it.
So yeah, Plevan, did you see this thing?
Yeah, he's
The
giving
chat?
you the chicken stats.
The chicken.
However,
where do you put the chicken stats?
in the Facebook.
In the Facebook.
Yes. He has
In
given
the
you.
Facebook.
Yeah, there's no facial ones, so these will probably do.
However, I'm going to say, as you approach the chicken. Whoops. There we go. As you approach the chicken, I need you to make an animal handling check. Because it is currently disoriented and afraid.
Now the good rolls is coming in.
All right. You approach the chicken. You go, "Come on, chicken," and it just sort of looks at you, and with the side of its face, because that's how chickens look at you. They just look at you with the one eye on that side of their face, and it just sort of very cautiously steps towards you.
You're a little cutie, aren't you?
And it just approaches you until you can do whatever you want with it now. It is now considered under your control.
I put it in my bag of holding, but I'm assuming it's so much gold in there. I mean, it's like 75 gold pieces inside.
Stop.
It's already happened.
I
Stop.
am putting it inside my bag of holding with its head still poking out.
I'll allow that.
I know it's a void in there.
Yeah, you would know how that works. Your character would know.
Yeah.
I've suffocated plenty of people with my bag of holding before.
You've suffocated plenty of other cute chickens that you wanted to keep before this.
I return to the group and say, "Meet our new mascot."
The Yuan T just says, "Why are you bringing dinner over here?"
Her name is Cluckers, so fuck off.
And he just sort of puts his hands up in defeat, and I'm going to move him away from
Hold on. Where is he? Where is he?
Okay, I'll point to where the rest of the group is compared to you.
Yeah, I
So
can.
you're on the table. They are over this way, 70 feet away from you.
Time to take out time to make dinner.
Yeah, you see him holding a chicken with the most joyous face you have ever seen.
I will kill you.
You wish to deprive him of this joy.
How happy does he look?
Very.
Happier than you would imagine a small kid in a candy store.
Time to ruin that beautiful candy store dream. I can do it. He's my best artificer, buddy.
Alright, you guys start doing some things. The next event to happen, unless if you guys want to do anything else.
Lily, look, we got a new mascot. I show her the chicken.
Oh, heck yeah, we got the chicken! Awesome!
Yeah, he had to roll an animal handling to see if the chicken...
No, I wouldn't. Just a joke.
He had to roll an animal handling to see if the chicken would approach him and trust him. And the chicken is tentatively trusting him.
Cool!
Simply because it is confused and has no idea what is happening. And he seems friendly, so it's going to trust him for now.
Her name is Clucker.
Yes, Cluckers is the name of the chicken. But I will say, this is considered a pet.
Yes.
So you can try to train it to do things if you want.
Do we get eggs?
Perhaps you haven't been around it long enough.
Have you guys ever ate freshly hatched eggs? Or,
Yes.
I'm sorry, freshly laid and then you scramble?
Yes.
They're really good. Oh my gosh.
It's not yellow, it's orange.
Hopefully you don't get one of those ones that has like the half fetus in it or whatever.
Oh no, that's a Vietnamese dish, I think, right?
Yeah, duck eggs.
Yes,
Fertilized
but
duck eggs.
one time when I was going to just fry some eggs, there was a huge red vein in one of the eggs that I had. It didn't have a full chicken or anything, but it had like blood in the egg.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, no, it's not good for you.
I didn't eat it.
Well, how often can you make yourself a medium rare egg?
Technically, boneless chicken.
But yes, hopefully you don't get a half-developed fetus.
It's only if there's a male around,
Yeah,
a
so
rooster.
hopefully you do not get a rooster near your chicken. And chickens only produce 1 egg, I'm pretty sure, per day.
Yeah.
It varies, but like 1 egg, pretty much.
1 or
Yeah.
2.
So you wouldn't be able to, like, feed a whole army with this one chicken. At least you don't think so. It is a magical chicken.
What if I name it Jesus?
No.
If you name it Jesus, it will still have the same properties, except its name will be Jesus.
Okay. So the name is still Cluckers.
What's its name?
Cluckers.
Cluckers. Okay.
Yeah, so Lily, he approaches you with this chicken.
Okay. Oh my god, it's a chicken! Oh my god, it's a chicken!
And explodes in a bunch of feathers as the loud bang comes from the dinner table.
No.
No.
No, this is my chicken, and I want to love the chicken. I like the chicken. The chicken is my friend.
It just sort of looks at you with a befuddled look.
Hi, chicken. Why do you look so confused, chicken?
Maybe we should start running.
No,
There is
it's my
a
chicken.
dragon. There is a dragon that is supposed to suddenly somehow
Yes,
soon
as
wake
you
up.
guys are talking to a chicken who is extremely confused, as it was just born like 15 seconds ago. Oh, actually, technically, at this point, it would be a few minutes. You look back at where the dragon was, and you see nothing. Not anymore.
Let's go before it becomes uninvisible.
I shout out towards the dragon when I see it's left, and I tell it that we might have the answers you're searching for about why you are here, for example.
Alright, roll a perception check.
Perception.
All of us are just.
Anyone who wishes to try to see where this dragon might be.
Perception and D4. So 19.
I used all my good rolls on the chicken.
Alright, nobody else sees this, but Tabaki, since you are specifically looking for it, you see... Technically, I can get rid of this now. Because technically, right about here, where I'm pinging, and I'm going to ping a couple times, it's on the lower part of the map next to the rock. You see what looks like a small group of animals.
More pets.
Oh.
Like various insects, various like forest fauna, various like domesticated animals. They're all just sort of standing right there, but they're walking very quickly towards the door.
Huh. That was strange. And
Do you tell us this?
I'll allow you to make an intelligence check if you want to perhaps figure out what might have just happened.
Do you tell us this?
4. No.
Unfortunately, you're not sure what just happened. But he did say out loud, strange.
What's strange?
So you can talk to him.
All the creatures that just appeared out of nowhere.
I'll say that you notice which direction he's looking. And you can see what's happening. You see like a huge... Sort of like, imagine if like Snow White was just walking by. It just looks like a bunch of animals noticed Snow White walking by and they're trying to follow her. They're just all walking towards the door.
Can I do an Arcana or Intelligence or whatever?
It will be an intelligence check.
20 Foomph.
You know what's happening. You've seen something similar before. Certain shadow creatures, instead of just being what they are in their shadow form, When they turn back, it turns out that they were comprised of many different smaller creatures, or just an amalgamation of different creatures that weren't the form that it took in the shadow form. So perhaps there's some sort of they can gather together to create something new, sort of thing. You're not 100% sure because you haven't like been in the Shadow's secret base or anything like that. So you don't know how these things are created, but you know that this is a phenomenon that the Shadow creates. So a bunch of animals just created a dragon.
I tell Tabaki this.
All right.
Ah, yes. I was wondering how I could let a dragon pass by without noticing. It was rather strange.
So the animals that you see walking away were formed into the dragon's form and then became a dragon in and of themselves. And then when you defeated it, the dragon no longer exists and those animals come back into existence. You, as players, have encountered this before with the weird,
I know what it is.
except for Preben. He's the only one who hasn't encountered this before. So when he rolled, I gave him an explanation of this.
So yeah, I will just tell them we should check on the fire elements, or Afriti, was it?
Well, why? Weren't we already always here to like try and activate the orb so we could banish the darkness?
And the orb is this way as I leave towards the Afriti.
Alright. He starts walking away. Do you want your spectral weapon to follow you?
Let's see how long it can last. I'll probably lose it. Up to a minute, so yeah, it poofs out. It's gone.
Alright, poof. Do you guys immediately follow him?
I do.
Alright.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Erosan is still on the table.
Yeah, you
I'll
didn't
say
tell
that
me your plan.
You didn't hear it because you were like 70 feet away and they were just talking to each other. So you
Yeah.
just witnessed them walking away after talking to each other for a moment.
So I start clambering down and trying to catch up. Not this time. Not this time.
Alright, as you're attempting to catch up, unfortunately something happens before you do.
Uh-oh.
You see what looks like, and I'm gonna ping, it's where the giant currently is. Technically the giant isn't there. You see, as you get to the table leg at this side of the room, here, I'm gonna ping it, which is where you said your character was.
Mm-hmm.
As you get to the bottom, you see something come from here. Oh, I need to zoom out a little bit more. There we go. You see something coming from here and land right next to you. You hear glass shattering and you turn around and you see a broken bottle next to you.
I carefully picked through the glass of the broken bottle. Is there like a paper?
You see what looks like a blue liquid dripping out of what looks like a very strange vial. And I'll get you to make an Arcana check.
Boy, something I'm good at.
You should probably not touch it.
20.
It looks like a double helix. The vial inside. So it's two separate things that are sort of intertwined. However, it is currently broken open. And the blue liquid is just sort of seeping out onto the floor. However, since you were sort of looking at the glass very closely, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
Oh
17.
boy, here I go dying again.
Alright, you managed to succeed. You feel this strange feeling in your head like a fuzziness, almost like your memories are going somewhere and then they come back. And you start to feel like your muscles tense up, but then you just power through it. And you seem fine.
Using a cloth, holding it in front of my face and just picking through the glass, trying to find if there's something that is useful. If not, then try and catch up to the rest.
Looks like it's just the blue liquid.
Okay, that's just a bit. I just take a small sample of it.
Thank you. I was screaming it inside of me.
Alright? How
Okay.
do you wish to do so?
I have a few potion vials, so I take a sample of it just for the two of us.
How
There
do
you go.
you wish to take the sample? I mean, you have items on you that you can use, but I'm just saying, you could just reach out with your hand and pick it up. I'm assuming that you
pliers.
don't want to do that.
I have pliers, so I pick up a larger piece of glass that's intact,
Alright.
scoop up some of the liquid, and pour it into one of the vials I have.
Alright, as you scoop up some of the liquid, you notice it moves slightly out towards your pliers, and up your pliers, and onto the handles of your pliers.
Drop.
Alright, your pliers are now on the floor.
What?
Is it still moving?
And the liquid stopped moving.
I have different pliers, so I'm going to use three pliers. So put the vial down on the ground, use 2 pliers to hold 1 plier, try it again.
Alright, you attempt to do so. It more slowly this time starts to climb up the glass and onto the pliers and up the handle of those pliers and then onto the next pliers.
Too bad it's already into glass. Damn it.
Alright, you put some of it in, however some of it is still moving.
So try and shake it off the flyer so it will go away.
Alright, as you shake it, some of it comes into contact with your skin, a very minute amount. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Bollocks.
You feel fuzzy, like your memories go away for a second, and your muscles tense up, and then you feel fine. However, you do know that some of it splashed on you.
Even more important to figure out what the fuck it is.
Okay, I'm gonna use the cloth I have to wipe my pliers, get the pliers fallen off, and use the wipe with the cloth as well.
Okay. You
Then
wipe
run
it off
over-
with the cloth, however, this weird blue stuff starts moving around inside the cloth.
So if it's moving around in the cloth, can I trap it inside of the cloth?
You can do something with the cloth if you want.
No,
But
can I like it's now on one side of the cloth, so if I wrap the cloth around it, then tie it off so that it
it's
can't
almost
escape?
like a liquid seeping through to the other side of the cloth as it attempts to get to you, it seems.
Yeah. Just drop the cloth once my pliers are clean, like not gonna use that anymore.
Alright. You now have, I'm gonna give you an item. You now have a vial of seemingly alive blue liquid. You can label it however you wish, but just make sure that you remember what it is.
Yeah, I described it very specific, so I'm gonna try something with the blue liquids on the floor. Firebolt.
Alright, you cast Firebolt on it. It disintegrates.
Stupid liquid. And then head over to Explo, as we need to do some research right now.
You can label it Bob, like from the Monster vs. Aliens movie.
Yeah, but this one went into my skin.
Okay, so you divulge that something bad might be happening to you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So you guys know that he's probably sick.
We need to get back to the farm.
No, wait, I head over to Lily. Lily has the orb. Lily can cure me.
All right, Lily. He starts frantically trying to get you to use the orb on him. He looks slightly panicked.
Right. Okay. Oh, Orb of Orbiness. I hope you can help with my secrets or your secrets. We both have secrets. I don't know. You're an orb. I don't know. Cure wounds?
All right, you cast Cure Wounds through it.
Would that be less restoration or great restoration? Or something? I don't know.
She casts this because that's what she wanted to do. So you heal, and everyone who's within 20 feet of her heals.
14.
Yeah, 14.
I have no spells left. I have no lay on hands left, okay?
Can I
Okay.
Yeah,
borrow-
out of everything too.
Can I borrow the vial, Giovanni?
Yeah, sure. Just so I also just holds the vial and says, "Careful with it. Don't get it on your skin, and well,
Don't break
don't
it.
handle it too long because it is alive."
All right, and as you start
Identify.
handling it, the first thing you notice, do you cast it as a ritual or with your spell slot?
Spell slot.
Okay, so just before you cast the spell, you notice that wherever you put wherever the heat of your skin touches the vial, it seems attracted to it. Even if your skin is touching the stopper on the top, it seems like it tries to climb up to the top, but it can't go past the stopper. So, you cast Identify on it. Okay. You do get some information. It seems as though this is a very infectious disease. Called I'll give it to you. It's gonna be. I'm gonna blow it all right now. It is called the T virus.
Is he gonna turn into a
And-
zombie?
Yes, that is the effect. First, you start losing memory. Then you start just losing muscle function. Then you die. Then, when you're dead, your body reanimates. And if anybody comes into contact with any infected person, they get a wound from, say, said infected person, they can get turned into, they get the T virus and they turn into a zombie as well. Let's see. Yeah, and it in itself tries, it's in a stasis, sort of what's it called?
Stasis.
Not stasis. It's a liquid that allows it to remain alive, but prevents it from reproducing.
That sounds like a stasis.
It's kind of, but it's able to move around in this liquid. And when the bottle was thrown at you, you assume that it was thrown at you to release it. And that first initial feeling was it evaporating into the air somewhat. And then when you covered your face, then it tried to go through your skin. Which
So
Can I do an Arcana or Medicine check to see how long it takes for it to take full effect?
you can attempt to.
Hmm.
Make a medicine check on him.
I take the bottle, chuck it in the cove of the stone, and then also send a firebolt straight after it.
I haven't told you this yet.
Okay, then I wait until you do.
We might need it.
Damn it.
23 medicine check.
Natural
All
20.
right, he has about, even though it's only been a few minutes, he is deteriorating slightly. You can tell that he is starting to become paranoid because he is losing memories and he realizes he's losing them. Like certain things like that he is very interested in are suddenly not there, and when he tries to access them, he just can't. You can tell that severe paranoia will set in within the hour, and within the day he'll be dead.
We need to get back to the farm now.
Great restoration.
I have great restoration tomorrow.
That's 8 hours for a long rest.
Mhm.
So he'll become severely paranoid, and after this happens, he'll look like he'll get like very pale skin. He'll look like he's dying. And then he'll lose motor function, so you'll have to start helping him do things and pick him up eventually because he won't be able to walk, he won't be able to talk, he won't be able to do pretty much anything. And an hour after he's unable to talk, his lungs will cease to function, his heart will cease to function, and he will die.
I have one spell that might help lesser restoration. My saving grace.
You can try it.
It
Probably
says
won't
this.
help.
Either one disease or one condition afflicting the creature. So the
Screw
condition
you.
can be blinded. Okay.
So screw you.
You can try it.
Yes, I will.
Alright. Does that takes one action, you cast it on yourself?
Do it through the orb.
I
That's
mean you can.
amplified shit, yes. Yes. Just to make sure that everyone is safe.
Alright. You manage to heal yourself. You feel like that weird, like you had a memory that you were trying to access that you couldn't, and it was causing you to panic a little bit, and then as soon as you cast this, it just suddenly comes back and a wave of relief just washes over you.
I just take the bottle from you, chuck it away.
No, you can't because I've already put it in my bag of holding.
I just point my finger at your bag of holding and say, "You get that thing right outside of your bag, or we'll do it."
What?
You hear a noise coming from the front door of this area.
Don't matter. I am focused on the bag of holding. I wanted the liquid destroyed.
You hear a shattering sound.
I don't care.
What if you're not healed yet?
I
What
look
if it didn't
over at
work?
I look over at the door.
What if it didn't work? We can use it to maybe make an antidote if it didn't work.
I just stick up a finger and go like,
All
"Hold
of you
on."
need to make a Constitution saving throw.
That's what to say. I'm gonna firebolt the clattering noise.
You're gonna firebolt me.
20.
Alright? Everybody else.
Plus D4 plus Lonnie's bonus. So
21.
25.
Alright,
Oh, we're
Lonnie
all next to Lonnie, so
or
we get
Lily.
+4. Yeah, Lily.
Alright, and the
Chicon.
yes, the Chicon.
Oh shit. Chicken.
-1 or +3 actually with Lonnie's bonus.
Yeah, +3 with
+4.
bonus.
+4. Yeah, but he has -1, so.
Oh, overall. Gotcha.
Yeah, its overall is +3.
It's a chicken.
I was rolling the chicken.
Yeah, and guess what happened? You see
I
your
got an
chicken
eight.
sort of zone out for a second. As it just acts normal suddenly.
I just hold 2 finger guns at the bag and at the chicken and say, "The chicken is either gonna die or that potion is gonna die." Fireballs where the clattering noise was.
Alright, you cast that. It hits. However, you notice that somebody isn't currently with you that was with you before.
Yeah, I'm leaving from this too.
All right, you disintegrate the blue substance. However, again, you notice that
Yanti.
Yuan-Ti, as you can see, his thing is not in this room, and you do not see him.
Where did Yanti go, guys?
I just ignore all of this and go to.
All right, and since you guys are on the other side of the rock, you hear.
Oh, fudge.
Side of the rock somewhere.
Nope. Check.
Okay, I'm out of here.
In this direction, somewhere behind this rock.
I'm gonna take a longest distance. Let's
Me
see.
and my chicken is out of here.
Yeah, I just ignored everything here. It was I'm just leaving.
All right.
Okay, I'm at the longest distance. What do we see?
All right, make a perception check.
Because he can't be that fast once he's sick. Oh shit! Fine. I actually have to go. It's way too late for me.
Yes. Do you have 5 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. So you look in this direction, in that direction towards the window, in that direction towards the cabinet thing over here. You even look underneath this nightstand thing here. You don't see him.
I'm just going to hold out my Thundermonger, aim it down.
Alright, and just so you guys know, the reason why he's gone is because when he got annoyed with you guys, he walked here, and he automatically makes a stealth check when he goes on this crack, because that's the rule that I came up with.
Mm-hmm.
So he vanished, and then you guys didn't keep track of him, so he just went somewhere.
So I cast jump on myself.
Alright.
I aim my gun just a bit so that it is this. Oh wait, that's not the ruler. Hold on. So that's pointing this way.
Mhm.
I let my fall a few degrees, set myself off to jump, and then use this ability for mine that I can do because it's a powerful blast, which I can just. I named it very funny. Stay away. I can just basically push things in a 50-foot cone, but now since the cone is limited, I let it, and I use the jump with the force. I'm using it to propel myself as quick as possible to the door.
Okay, so you're going to the door down
Mhm.
here? Alright, you're at the door. And you walk outside, and you're in an extremely large room now, which isn't on a map. I didn't draw it.
So I tell to explode. Bombs, I need bombs.
You just shut the door.
Bombs.
Don't worry, we'll make a shrapnel trap at the door.
You hear the breaking of a window in this room.
Oh boy, this is bad.
Okay, now you're really closing the door.
No, in the room that you guys are in.
Oh.
Cloth.
Not this room.
Oh.
This room. On the other side.
I tell him, bomb, now we might be.
I tell one of my undead to go and eat this thing.
Alright, you walk towards the broken. You get one to walk towards the broken window, which you would need a perception check to see. So, make a perception check.
Yeah, sure.
But I really got to go now.
Okay. We got 2 minutes. I said 5 minutes, we got 2.
Okay.
Alright.
Fair.
You see what looks like a broken window. However, you don't see anything broken beneath it.
14.
Yeah, you see it. But you don't see anything broken inside.
Okay.
Like, it broke inward, and the glass of the window is broken, but you don't see, like, a vial.
Well, I will do what I have been doing while this entire thing is up, and then I will be leaving towards the giant orb.
Okay? You hear another glass smash above the giant orb, and the Ifriti that are currently working on this giant orb go, what was that? And they look up, and you see one of those blue things just fall on top of the orb, and they start going, and all three of them fall down. Or four. It's four. Including your Ifriti friend, Edo-san.
Who knows? I look at the lady, tell her, give me the orb.
I hand it over.
I run over to, well, they're all close by.
Yep.
And cast Restoration.
Sure, and we'll get to that next time because my 5 minutes are up.
Yep, because I really have to go. And
All right.
see you next time, guys.